It's 5 p.m.
Then you go
downtown, where the folks are broke. You go downtown, where your life's a joke. You go downtown, when you buy your token. You go home to Skid Row, home to Skid Row.
Yes, you go
Downtown, where the cabs don't stop. Downtown,
where the food is slop.
downtown, where the hop is flop in the snow. Down on Skid Row. Uptown, you cater to 1,000,000 jerks. Uptown, your messengers and mailroom clerks. Eating all your lunches at the hot dog carts. The bosses take your money and they break your hearts. And uptown, you cater to 1,000,000 whores. You disinfectorize all on your bathroom floors. Your morning's tribulation, afternoon's a curse. And 5 o'clock is even worse.
That's where you go.
Downtown, where the guys are drifts. Downtown, where they rip your slips. Downtown, where relationships are no go. Down on Skid Row. 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 Down on Skid Row.
Poor. All my life I've always been poor. I keep asking God what I'm for, and he tells me, gee, I'm not sure. Sweep that floor, kid. Oh, I started life as an orphan, a child of the street, here on Skid Row. He took me in, gave me shelter, a bed, crust of bread, and a job. Treats me like dirt, calls me a slob, which I am. So I live. That's your home address, you live. When your life's a mess, you live. Where depression's just status quo.
Down on Skid Row.
Someone show me a way to get out of here, 'cause I constantly pray I'll get out of here. Please won't somebody say I'll get out of here. Someone give me my shot or I'll rot here. Show me how and I will, I'll get out of here. I'll start climbing uphill and get out of here. Someone tell me I still could get out of here. Someone tell Lady Luck that I'm stuck here. Gee, shall I be swell to get out of here? Bid the brother farewell and get out of here. I'd move heaven and hell to get out of Skid. I don't know what to get out of Skid. What a hell of a lot to get out of Skid.
People tell me there's not a way out of Skid, but believe me, I've got to get
Hey chat. Testing 1 2 3. Testing 1 2 3. I am not entering the red yet. Let's big this. Testing 1 2 3. Testing 1 2 3. We'll check on YouTube. One second, I need to start something. Hey, fine. We're waiting for you to load. Come on. Okay, I can hear myself. Good. Speak. And you be heard.
Oh, there, shit.
Okay, now let me check YouTube. And on how godly slow it is. Good, yeah, I can hear you. Good. Okay.
Alright.
To start this night off, like I said earlier in the Discord, we will be playing 2 games tonight. The first game will just be one quick one. The first game is the Hitler game. I have. One second, let me bring this down super low. And you guys should be able to hear that too. Where's Brave? Yes. Bring it down super low. So you guys can also hear the night core. And now let me share my screen to you. Okay, chat, give me a random article. Give me a random page so we can look up on Wikipedia. Okay, Halo. Okay, good. This will be easy. This will be pretty easy then. We will do the first game. Where is it? Halo franchise. Yada 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 yada. Halo. Okay. When will the first game come out? Combat Evolved. They did the first game. So now we're on the third page. So let's figure out how we can find Hitler. Let's see. The goal of this game is to intelligence, main system. You cannot find some kind of word to jump to. Oh no, one. We can use war, military. That evolved. Police, high definition, millet, multiplayer, connect, level design, shooter. Ooh, there we go. Wolfenstein. Yeah. Nazis. Good. Ah, okay. That means that must be up here somewhere. There we go. We found Hitler. Okay. We found Hitler. Yeah, we found the painter. We found Reverse Waldo. Instead of looking in the painting to find the thing, we found the person who made the painting. Okay, chat, give me one, everyone. We'll do one more before we end this and start playing the actual game. Oh. Come on. There you go. Okay. Schooling, Columbine, history, bombing, school shootings, bombs, active shooters, goths, violence in video games, memorial, copycat. They were white nationalists, weren't they? Or at least. Foot fetishism. One of them with a foot fetishist? Oh. Look. Look. We found Hitler. We found Hitler really easy. Let's see. You spell it with a K, don't you? He wants Yakub. Yeah. Yakub. Yakub, Nation of Islam. I still love this image. It looks like a meme. It looks fake. Also, doesn't this look like one of the butts that in the buck breaking that he had the cheap artist make? Back to buck breaking. Well, we got a white race. White people. Europe. Modern, Vampire. Indonesian. Latin America, Native American, African, Jewish. Folks, I think this is promising. Yeah. Let's be up to the top. Acidic, Canaan, UN governments wrote. Come on. Do I have to go down to history? History, there we go. Come on, come on. Let's get after Middle Ages. Modern period, okay. Yep, there we go. We found it again. Okay, any more chat? Yeah. Let's see. Persona. No, Persona. Let's do Persona 4. Okay. Let's see. Okay. Attack. Sexism. Yeah. Let's see. Well, we can always, Well, technically we can get there through, Atlas. Which is a... they don't label Japanese under, they don't hyperlink Japan under here. Oh. Tokyo. Japan. Looking on the history. I know, we need like, Destiny the streamer? I don't think he has one. Wait. Oh yeah. We'll do that in a second. Let's see. Transportation, religion, language. I'll just skip this history. Energy, transportation. Because it's kind of like a big part of Japan with the fact that they sided with the Axis forces. Military. That's. Come on, give me the history. Remember, Japanese government of Japan. Laws of Japan. Well, that's true. Modern. Oh, there we go. I need to go into modern era. Here we go. Gotta get to the 1800s. I went too fast. I didn't realize how large this Wikipedia was. Japanese war crimes. Reconstruction, allies. Ooh, come on, Emperor. San Francisco. Access powers. Nazi Germany. And then, of course, Hitler. There we go. Now, let's see. Let's use Zoe Quinn. Ugh, this is a bad picture of her. Let's see. Gamergate. Right wing. And we all know they're gonna put Nazism under right wing. Even though they were a socialist group. History, France. Come on, give me China. Give me. Oh, where's Russia? Oh, Nazism. There we go. Hitler. Damn, Zoe, you're so close. Damn, girl, you're really close to Nazism. How do you feel about that, girl? You're as close to Nazis as you are those men inside you. Okay. That's my game. Like I said, especially with Night Court to make it less boring in the background for people. So I'm gonna boot up the game now. Now that my hard drive's dead, I had to. I'm limited on how many games I have because most of them are not downloaded. Yeah, I'm gonna get an SSD, external SSD now. You aren't? What happened? Oh yeah. Don't worry, he'll have you back. He'll have you back in a minute. Ah. Oh. They didn't hear a word of that, but it might be for the best. Because I thought I had you muted.
Alright, chat.
Might as well give you a little picture.
Alright, chat. So I'm just gonna say ahead of time, this is gonna be a chill stream, okay? It's gonna be on topic. We're not gonna go crazy like we usually do. When we start talking about fucked up crazy conspiracies and how they lead to the world being the state it is today.
Yeah, we'll be very demure.
Yeah. You're not going to hear me talking about the coming race, the Vril, and how it relates to Hyperborea and how the Aryans.
I was this close. I was this close to her. We were gonna say we're gonna have a chill stream to put the Hyperborea cross in the background.
God damn.
Let's see. Do I want to picture my? I'll leave a picture of you right there since you're joining us on the stream. I don't want to clutter the space too much of the game. Let's bring you. Let's bring this over here. This over here. Let's close you out. Let's close you out. Let's open the game. Let's juice and jam.
Alright, chat. Get your orange juice and celery. It's time to go through Hades, or as I like to call it, hot chick heaven.
I really enjoyed making the thumbnail this time.
Yeah, I can tell.
Especially the little tough stuff I got mommy and daddy issues.
Yeah. Yeah, Zagris has a lot of issues. It's really funny.
Yeah. I still love that stream because I was playing Dragon Guard that night when Lonnie said we're playing it. And I said, that sounds like it comes from a personal place with one of the jokes that Soda made. And then at the stream went on, he's like, oh god, was it coming from a personal place? There we go. Good. And
That's a nice wink right there.
there we go. When you, so you can hear the music from the game, can you not?
Chat. Streams cannot be of the utmost quality if you,
This is a relationship. If you're holding out on a chat, then we cannot be simpatical.
Yeah.
Chat,
Chat.
are you holding out on us? Chat, put out. We bought dinner, chat. You could be nice.
We bought you dinner, chat. We bought that fucking liquor you like.
Wait, what do you mean you don't like liquor? I spent $1.50 for nothing?
God damn it. Can't believe it.
You can't please anybody these days. You know,
No,
maybe
right?
maybe Dr. was right about business and hoes.
Yeah. The world is full of shit.
Like that, like the intro song too, Sweeney Todd, have you seen that?
I have not seen it, but I have heard.
Yeah, I haven't seen the play all the way through, but I do like the Tim Burton movie. I know play purists don't like it as much. Yeah.
I like the way it looks. It looks like you're holding up like a computer screen or something, like a tablet screen
Oh yeah.
of the.
I really like the aesthetic of this game. There we go. I'm not playing Hell mode. I haven't played the game once.
Few tales are told of ladies whose very
I got a funny
names
image
fear and
from
penitence.
earlier today, Nor.
Remind us of the inevitable fates which we all share.
It's gonna be the album cover for Wounded Knee.
You such a tale. Listen.
It's gonna be
You mean that battle?
okay. No, fuck the album. You know the thing with Lawrence?
Oh yeah.
Fucking
Goodbye, Father.
I made a joke of Unrested that I'm going to make a mixtape of it and put it on my channel. That's just gonna be that's gonna be the image the whole time. The thumbnail will be the album cover. That's just gonna be the image for the whole video.
What's it do? That does nothing. Oh yeah, it's a special move. Good to know. And then how do I? So. Oh sweet. And that's a heavy attack. Good to know. So how's your day, boss?
Been terrible. But I try to keep a smile as usual.
Understandable.
That aside, I also went through a bit of a lore dump on my old server for someone.
Okay. You mean
It's
the
kinda
House of,
funny.
you mean House of Horror server or a different one?
Yeah, the House of Horrors.
Oh, understandable. Oh, that one. There you go. Yeah. Yeah, I got, I cannot wait to make a thumbnail for,
Stop me.
I can't wait to make the thumbnail for, the Thanksgiving Day stream. We're gonna do a short one. I'm gonna do a short one that night. Better we got the game picked out.
Mm.
Because originally I was gonna have a theme this month, but that kind of went out the window. And I will probably stream on Saturday night just to finish up the Piglet game.
All right.
I was really gonna do it Monday night, but I was so busy Monday night. I didn't get a chance to do it. I was talking to Carol, I think either today or yesterday. I forget time at the circle, so I generally can't remember. But I was telling her about a pizza shop I heard about. That the pizza there, one of the pizzas there is known to induce labor in women.
In the name of Hades, Olympus, I accept this.
You were asking her to.
No, because he was saying that he feels like he's gonna pop at any minute.
Oh.
So it's like, hey, there might be a pizza shop next to you that might induce labor. She thought it was funny.
Oh yeah, it does sound pretty
Hail,
goofy.
Dr. Cousin. Now, let's get you from that miserable place. I'll see that all of us upon Olympus do our part, beginning here with me.
What? Let's see. Attack is stronger and can deflect. Can damage foes in small area and can deflect. That deals damage and can deflect. Let's Divine Strike.
I know you can't hear me all the way where you are, Goddess, but thank you.
Oh, yeah, proceed.
You can't stop me.
Slavery or slavery? What's that supposed to mean? Flame showing.
He's flame. It's who knows what it's supposed to mean. It's probably one of the type of oh god, it's him. It's another one of the hypotheticals. He's trying to write them. He's doing what we said and he's writing them down.
Oh fuck! Now we can't escape them.
You found a loophole, using our own words against us.
All right, we got to nuke the planet now. We can't let this stand.
Some darkness.
Well, Ukraine was fighting news at Russia with me. This is a matter of time before Russia fired nukes at us because that's how things work apparently.
But I can fight.
Yeah. Alright, Junebug here is asking if you got the true ending on this game.
No, this is my first time playing the game. I don't get around to playing
you're-
game. I don't get around to playing games that often, especially new ones. I see streaming has got me to play some more stuff I haven't played in a while, or stuff I never played before. I don't know if I'm gonna. I'll probably finish the first Silent Hill on streams, and I started it on stream, and I kind of cheated people out of a stream of Silent Hill because we stopped halfway through the 3 creepypasta and fanfiction.
Yeah, that's
Because
true.
we thought it was more fun.
Yeah. To be fair, I was kind of burnt out of Silent Hill discussion at the time, but if
Understandable.
I wasn't, I would have definitely tried to keep the stream a lot more on topic.
Oh yeah. Well, most everybody plays Silent Hill. I'm like one of the few people who hasn't.
Yeah.
So even though I watched walkthroughs of the game years ago when I was a teen, it's been so long I forget most of it. Like I forgot to go inside the house next to the doghouse to get one of the keys.
Olympus, I accept this message.
Divine Dash. So if you take damage, so the photo energy. So you take damage. Damage to those. Okay, let's do this real quick. That's good. Cool. You ever gonna have it ask? Yep. Do you ever play the game? Do you ever play Hades, boss?
A bit. I'm just not really a big fan of roguelikes. I'm very picky on how they operate. So,
I don't play them.
you know, like as fun as it was, it just really wasn't my thing. It didn't really click for me, which was odd because I liked what I saw.
Yeah, I like the art style. Cause I even like, I'm one of the people like, Tao, and I like, the harps, the goddess of the harps design as. I think it's clever by having her, be covered in reverse soot.
Yeah, it's very fun. I do like the designs of all the gods in this.
But also but also having a goddess, the harp was we associate with old ladies, and like warmthness being an old lady works.
It's fun. It's accurate.
I just think a lot of people are jumping at shadows now and not actually taking things, as individuals. Like, okay, not every time there's an old lady means that there's a personal attack against you. Stop taking everything so personal and so serious.
Well, see, the thing is, they should instead be happy that she's an old lady. Isn't Hag Love the new scene now?
Yeah.
Yo, why y'all mad, huh? I thought
Ah.
bitches with wrinkles what y'all wanted now. You fucking freaks. You like them dried out with no eggs? You can't relight a star, you know. You're not gonna bring
I
it
thought
back.
people. I thought
no
people.
matter-
Wait. I thought the first movie did good when it first came out. Yeah, most people remember Jason, and most people like Jason. Obviously, the mother's only the killer in only one movie, but I thought the movie I thought the movie did good. I know my
We're
co.
talking about the actors.
Oh, yeah.
No, Betsy Palmer's the only good one.
Well, I know my
Oh,
coworker when
honestly.
he saw them all when they came out. He loved. Well, he was high when he saw them because he used to like getting high. When he went to horror films.
Mm. Oh,
Yeah,
man,
he has some really fun military stories. Like one of his military squad, they're hiking in the middle of the Virginia winters, and one of the guys unzipped his pants because his fingers were so frostbit. So the commander ordered someone else to unzip his pants.
God damn.
Let's see. Welcome to the House of Hades, where you already talked.
Some of us more than others.
Fucking Hypnos. Looks like a drag queen. Great.
I like how he's just like an accountant. He's just working on papers.
Yeah. It's really fun.
Yeah.
How was your wanton ransacking of my domain?
Greetings, Father. My ransacking was a delight. Thank you for asking. So I'll just be on my
All
way
right,
then.
Juan. Have you seen so many movies from the late '70s to 1980? Well, what were your, what
The
was
critics
your thoughts on
always hated
Suspiria?
slasher films. You know Robert Eagle. Robert Siskel and Ebert. Yeah, you know Siskel and
Robert?
Ebert.
Yeah, Roger
They hated
Ebert.
they hated all slasher films. I thought they were lowbrow. Which, to be fair, slashers aren't high. The '80s slashers aren't a high art, but they are fun.
Yeah, they missed the forest of the trees when critiquing them. They should have critiqued them for being shallow and but being
How
fun.
how entertaining
Shallow.
are they? How well structured are they? Like, yeah, we're not gonna
Yeah.
they're not Citizen Kane. They're not trying to be, but there's obviously good horror films and bad horror films. Good example would be Sinister. Sinister is a really bad horror film with some really good moments. Like, the main character is literally just a creepypasta protagonist. Oh, it was so horrifying, but I couldn't look away. You know, like, I suddenly couldn't. You know what I mean? Like, he's just so dumb. Like, when I got to the ending, I was like laughing when I found out. Wait, you didn't research the fact that the victims always went to a house, were always killed after they moved from the house of a previous murder victim, and like the police never linked the murders together when they're giant pagan symbols painted in blood on the walls. Like, the movie's plot, this fella, like, the wife being an idiot and never communicating, like, asking her husband basic questions. The husband just being, like, it was just a bad horror film with some really enjoyable, like, 8mm segments.
Yeah.
Good to see you, lad. Despite the circumstances. Remember your training.
Remember, Chad, you're talking to actual film critics.
Oh, don't use that word. You internet film critics are all just have gone downhill. Like, I think Trappist is an okay film. It's a pretty standard film. We go into watching it as a comedy. It's good. It's an okay. Well, it's good in the fact that I enjoyed it as a comedy. Well, I feel like that's the goal of the film, is to be a comedy. Slash a light thriller comedy. That's what it's structured like. But then you have Critical Drinker, who didn't see the film or was so zoned out that he missed multiple major segments.
Critical drinking, not paying attention, man.
Yeah,
My shit.
because in his review, it's like, this random worker somehow knows about the Sting operation. I'm like, you mean the fact that everybody knew about the Sting operation? Every single zone, every single employee had to memorize what zone they were working in that day, and when questioned by the FBI, should have identification cards and their zone number on hand at all times. So, like, you know what I mean? Like, that just proves that he either, again, didn't watch the film, or just tapped out in every single segment that talked about the employees of the venue being aware of the Sting operation.
He was just cracking open, some nice whiskey in between every scene. And,
And then when you bring it up in when I bring it up in Discord, people can be like, "Well, he's not a professional critic, so it's okay if he doesn't get. It's okay if his reviews are bad." I'm like, "Well, if you ask him that, he's saying like, and like you don't need to take his opinion seriously." And like, if you ask him that, like, "Oh, so we're not supposed to take the review that all seriously, and you're just rambling in the wind, and we should treat it as background noise," he would be insulted by that. clearly he puts out his opinion to be heard and to sway people. Because if not, he could just go into the cornfield and shout.
Or he could just go to his local neighborhood and put flyers saying this movie sucks.
Yeah, which is weird. Like I said, his older reviews aren't that bad, but his newer ones just suck.
Yeah, I liked him way early when he started out, but everything he puts in now is just so fucking terrible. It's like I feel like I'm listening to a washed up sack of shit who just misses the forest of the trees constantly when it comes down to reviews.
Oh yeah, like I saw his rewrite of. I watched his rewrite of Alien Romulus. Well, one I listened to it on triple speed, and then I re-listened to it several times. Just because of the fact that it's just not that well structured. His review, his rewrite of the film, and like he had the moment where he had the pregnant chick save one of the guys, and I'm like, if that was in the actual movie, you would complain that they're making a girl boss out of the pregnant chick.
Also, isn't that something? Yeah, he would complain about it in two ways. And no, it would be more than just him bitching. You'd have people in general bitching. Why is a pregnant woman saving someone's life?
Yeah, and also, like I said, he completely stripped the fact that the movie, the movie's called Romulus for a reason, and he completely stripped every single connection to the tale of Romulus.
Yeah, I'm not gonna try to sit here and pretend that's a perfect movie, but this blatantly misses everything.
Like yeah, like I said, okay, go on.
It's like once again, I'm proven right. Internet film reviewers are just the lowest common denominator, pretending that they're fucking the leaders of a pack.
Like
they're smart.
It's your boy Zach has lost his mind, but he's also right. And when it comes to the internet critics as well, like two things can be true at once. Zach can have lost his mind, but also be correct about internet critics going downhill.
Yeah.
I didn't see the first film, the first Friday the 13th. I haven't seen that in years.
Well, yeah, the gore is pretty good. I will say the problem with it is that I think the main problem is people go into it expecting what the cultural zeitgeist made Friday the 13th out to be.
I feel like you had to been there.
Yeah, I don't want to say you had to been there because that sounds a little pretentious, but I'm of the belief that people. It's the same problem I have with people who just don't get Alien, where they hear about the shit through osmosis. They go in there and they completely miss the point of the film, or just don't understand it properly. That's how I feel about the first film.
Oh, here's an interesting take. My sister loves Alien, but she did not. She tapped out of Aliens because she was not in the mood for action. She went in horror.
Yeah, that's actually very common. Even going back to '86, people hated Aliens because of.
I hear more people saying that. At least now, I see more people saying they like Aliens over Alien, but that might just be the people I'm around.
Oh yeah, you can never really tell because it's the internet and shit gets more inflated on here.
Yeah, because she likes Romulus more. Her favorite is Romulus because she liked the characters more than she liked the original ones. Because she liked Ripley, but she didn't like the rest of the characters. She thought they were just relatively one note in the first movie. But they were just meant to be relatively like blue collar worker. They're very simple characters.
Yeah, they're the working characters.
Yeah, you can get their personalities immediately by seeing them. Nyx has a great design.
Oh yeah, Nyx is great.
You know, if this was a Nyx that was coming down, Dorkin would have left for a different reason.
Oh yeah.
He's like, I'm tired. I'm tired. I'm sick and. The only older woman with my teacher, and I couldn't get some from her, so I'm getting some from this.
You know, there's some stories just like that, but we're not going to talk about them on this stream.
Yeah.
Internet is... Oh, Flame, that's actually something intelligent you said. Internet is a stupidity amplifier, after all.
You spelled internet wrong, but you're right.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Pacing...
I like the original Halloween a lot.
Oh yeah, the original
when it comes
Halloween
to
is probably I'd say it's arguably the best.
When it comes to slashers, when it comes to just that oppressive environment, though, Black Christmas.
Oh yeah.
It broke all the rules because there were no rules to break. So I'm watching this film and I'm like, well, that's not normal. And I'm like, well, of course it's not normal because it's first. Like the woman contemplating killing her child is the one who survives.
Yeah.
Like. Yeah, you would never have it. Like, the taboo stuff that movie touched upon. it's the same thing when watching as an adult watching The Omen. I'm like, yeah, you don't really at least as a kid, I didn't really quantify the fact that not the word quantify is not the word I'm thinking of, but you know what I mean. I didn't really register the fact that her seeking an abortion in the 70s would be a big deal.
Mm. Oh yeah. Yes, Blaze. This is Hades, the first one.
That you put us into contact. I know you took a
And
considerable
yeah,
risk.
OG Halloween is a fun film. I think it's. I have my opinions on the Halloween franchise and the films in general, which I know a lot of people, when I explain them, will get very irrationally angry at me. I just have that effect on people, but
Here's a question about Halloween. What about the Thrawn? What do you think about the Thrawn? Or is it called Thrawn or the Thorn?
Warren, I believe.
Yeah, the Thorn cult. Because I like because like we know someone in the first movie it specifically says someone must have taught him how to drive. That's left as an open-ended question.
Yeah.
Because when Remus, is his name Remus?
Loomis.
Loomis, yeah, when Loomis nearly gets, oh god, I did a Japanese Eleanor mix-up.
Yeah.
OG Black Christmas. I haven't seen the new one. I heard I'm gonna watch it, but I heard I need to go. I heard I should go into that film as a separate film, not as a remake, but as a completely different film that took inspiration from the first one. But no,
But yeah.
OG Black Christmas is great. But no, back to what Halloween. Loomis says that someone taught him how to drive, so that plot point was always there. Laurie being his sister, I think, was a perfectly good retcon.
All right.
I don't mind that. I know later on, like in the new ones, they retcon that out.
Yeah, it was a serviceable retroactive change, and then they needlessly changed it again.
Well, that's because the new ones are only a sequel to the first movie, and then for some reason, Laurie is like anti-gun, even though she would be like the most pro Second Amendment.
Yeah, she'd have all kinds of shit.
Also, what do you mean there's free Black Christmases, Blaze? I only know about the 2000s and the late 2000s and the 70s version.
But yeah, if I can explain my thoughts on the Thorn, I think that see what I would do is I'd make Lori Mike's sister from the start, but I would change around the timeline a bit. So I'd make her say for example, when he does the killing, when he kills his older sister, which
and her boyfriend,
the fucking this on, yeah, and her boyfriend, fucking Lori is also one of his older sisters, and she's a bit older. You know, now that I think of it, no, this won't work.
I was gonna say, are you going into your boss mode? Go. Her being a baby
I'm
works on the fact that she had no clue. She was never told about, because like if you adopted a baby from a family that got murdered, would you tell them that their biological older brother is out there in an insane asylum? I probably wouldn't.
Yeah, probably not.
I would just say I adopted her from. I just say I adopted her from a separate agency from a different town.
Yeah, but the Thorn, I feel like it was a bad attempt at trying to refresh the series a little because it got stale over the course of like 2 sequels after 3.
I need to watch 3. I haven't seen 3 yet.
Yeah, so a bit. I know everybody knows this already, but Halloween was originally going to be an anthology. 1 and 2 was going to be the Michael Myers duology. 3 did its
3
own
looks
thing,
cool.
And
3 looks like my kind of thing.
Get out of here. Is this really him?
yeah, the cult is just. It feels like unnecessary extending of the universe that Halloween inhabits, and so because of that, it gets ridiculous and even more absurd. Because mind you, I think it was 5, either 4 or 5. One of the endings has fucking Michael Myers getting trapped in like a rock circle, and like teleported away or some shit. It's stupid as shit.
I thought 5 was the one where he had broken up by the man, and from prison.
Fuck, I don't know. I have to rewatch.
I watched a lot of cinema. I watched a lot of cinema snob when I was a kid.
Yeah.
And he reviewed all those kind of movies.
Yeah. But yeah, bottom line, I just don't like the cult. I think there was an unnecessary addition, and I feel like you could have explained the plot point for someone teaching him how to drive a lot better.
Something back home.
Like, I don't know, before he fucking snapped, his older sister's older brother could have taught him or something. You
Well,
know,
I like the idea.
dumb-
The original idea was that was someone inside the system taught him how to drive because either they were infatuated with him or thought it was interesting.
Mm.
That's what I've always thought it was implied. Was later on, I think, confirmed with the idea of the cult being one of them. I do like the idea of Michael Myers being almost like an entity at that point, like being hollow, and that's why they would come back constantly.
Well,
Like he just
yeah,
becomes
you
he's like Jeff the Killer, like the embodiment of this evil. Because Jeff has like magical healing powers.
could-
That's what he kind of comes off as Jeff the Killer.
yeah, so...
Just
I
better
think
because he doesn't talk, so he can't whine.
Yeah, and he can't make really bad attempts at whips while killing someone.
I'll just take that.
Yeah, you can't be like, why so serious?
Yeah. Why would Michael Myers get trapped in a circle of rocks? Is he stupid? The movie is stupid, that's for sure.
Cause they had, was it Sick that had his niece as a killer?
Fuck, I forgot. God damn it.
There's too many of them. I understand why when they made when they made a new one, they, didn't do the foreign calls.
Yeah.
But I do think Laurie being a sister adds a nice element to the to the movies, and I think removing it what made them weaker. But also, I haven't seen the new one, so I can't really judge them. I'm saying I think they made them weaker without actually seeing them. I can say in theory I think it makes them weaker, but I'm not hearing good things from the sequels really.
Yeah, it's the problem that a lot of slasher flicks have, where it just...
The modern sequels I'm talking about, the ones where they make Laurie anti-gun, because Jamie Lee Curtis is anti-gun.
Yeah, it's just to placate the actor's fucking...
Oh yeah, because she's histrionic, and it's her way or the highway. I like her in a lot of the films. I like her almost everything I've seen her in. And the only thing I don't like her in, and it wasn't her fault, was Christmas of the Cranks.
Yeah.
It is really funny that she's married to Tom Hanks and not Tim Allen in that movie.
Oh, yeah.
They're like polar opposites politically.
Yeah.
I would love
what?
to meet Tom Hanks in real life. That would be fun. Like get his autograph. Because he's
Tim Allen?
yeah Tim Allen. I'm terrible with names. You know me. I'm retarded.
Yeah, I know, that also we're sleep.
Yeah,
We're astral projecting streaming.
Yeah. You heard about the Ghost in the Machine? The mermaid drama show? What mermaid show?
No, he's talking about Halloween 20 years later. That's a dumbass abbreviation of it. H2O.
No, he said the mermaid drama show.
No, that's Alex's reply, though.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. The chat's going too fast. Chat going too
Yes.
fast. I mean, I'm not reading upwards. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. Tim Allen. Thank you, Tim Allen. Yeah, Tim Allen. Jamie Lee Curtis was married to Tim Allen in Christmas in the Cranks. Tim Allen is an actor I would like to meet in real life, mainly because he is pretty funny and pretty based, but also he played one of my favorite characters growing up was Buzz Lightyear.
I would love to be a part of Tim Allen's show of its all-white cast. Just
Appreciate the backup.
put a bunch of foundation on me so I look whiter.
See, that's this is why Tim Burton doesn't hire that many black people, or because he's like, people are like, oh, what do you mean they don't match his aesthetic? And I'm like, well, he can't make their faces look pale and gaunt because you'll say that's racist if he does, even though anemic black people exist. Like when black people don't get enough sunlight, they do look paler. That's a thing that happens. Heck, people got mad at the It movies when they had to darken one of the extra kids' faces because they were an extra for the black child. I forget his name. Not Alan. The guy, the Seraph. The kid who becomes the Seraph. One of the extras wasn't the actor playing. His extra was too light skinned, so they had to use some not face paint, but some makeup to darken his skin a bit, and people lost their mind. I remember that.
Oh man, these people, they just don't know what a classic minstrel show is.
And it's like,
Shameful,
well,
really.
he's an extra. They need to make him look more like the actor. It's just normal. What is wrong with you people? This is why you can't. This is why you don't make movies.
Yeah.
It's the same thing with like Megapolis when that movie was coming out. People were mad. you had a bunch of people mad who were working on the film. Like, what do you mean he's not making this film by committee? What do you mean he's the director? Why can't I get my say?
Why can't I get some of the teenage girls he hangs out with? You know, I talk shit about Francis Ford Coppola, but I say, you know what? Fine, whatever, man. You're a successful enough director. Fine, fuck teenage girls. I don't care.
The underworld's power.
I think the only one who hasn't is I don't want to off the top of my head. I think it's,
No way to patch up.
I haven't heard anything about Michael Bay. I haven't heard anything about I haven't heard anything about George Lucas.
Fucking Victor Salva hasn't. It was Boys instead.
Wait, was Victor Salva? Was he the one who did the clown movie?
Fuck. I think no. I thought he was the one who did Jeepers Creepers, but it could be.
Wait, Jeepers Creepers is not the best horror film. Good, but it was kind of weird. It was interesting watching the film. It was interesting watching the film. Knowing what you know.
Yeah.
That's a good Jeepers went after him.
Yeah, it makes the movie funnier.
Because oh god,
it's already an unintentional comedy.
Oh yeah, I think it is a good comedy.
Yeah, you go in with the foresight, and it's like, oh, this makes it fucking bad.
Megalopolis. Let's see. I need to watch more Francis Ford Coppola film because I've seen Megalopolis and I've seen Godfather, and both of those were good. Their ability can deflect, make your foes explode.
You should check out his Dracula film. It's not a good adaptation, not at all, but it is fun.
I think it's not a good adaptation. I will watch it. I've seen bits and pieces of it. I remember I got in a debate with somebody about it when I was talking about what I was debating about it being a good adaptation of the source material, and he was debating if it was a good film or not. I'm like, I'm not talking about it being a good film. It could be a great film, but I'm talking about how good it is as an adaptation.
Yeah.
And the guy couldn't get it for the guy couldn't understand that that's not what we were arguing about apples and oranges. Oh, I'm gonna die.
Yeah. Oh shit.
Zeus. Hades.
Yeah, like
Hades is after.
A tragic
Night Char.
fit for a poet's verse.
Yeah, he has 4 good movies.
I have to watch all his films. Same thing with Martin Scorsese. I'm so glad I saw Killers of the Flower Moon in theaters. That was a really fun experience because I love Native American music.
You looked up. Yeah.
Yeah, I like chants. I like chanting. I like Celtic chants. I like a lot of that kind of stuff.
What's your
Like
favorite,
pagans are cringe, but they do make some pretty enjoyable music.
Yeah. I'll give pagans this. At least they're fun to be around. Well, the actual ones, and not the new age gay shit. You see?
What were we gonna say about before I said pagans? How good music can make some good music.
Desk next to the throne.
I said, which culture, which ancient culture had your favorite chants?
This is a tough one. The one that grew up around with the one that grew up with the most would be Native American or Middle Eastern. Because I watch a lot of movies that are set like where they go into the desert and stuff, and you hear like the.
Fucking Mike cutting it off.
Because I love the Secondhand Lion. That's one of my favorite kids. That's one of my favorite movies to watch as a kid. Oh, hey, Alex. I forgot Alex was here. I saw Alex earlier and I forgot he was here. So that's how tired I am. But no, I love the Secondhand Lion. It's one of my favorite.
Go on.
Yeah, it's one of my favorite movies. Growing up, and it's funny because I didn't realize that Haley Joel Osment played in that film. So I was, and then I went on to love Kingdom Hearts. I remember renting that film. I remember my dad renting that film from the. I don't know if he rented it from Blockbuster or from the library, but I remember watching his family at my first house I lived in on our old '80s TV. It was one of those.
That's.
Because he had one of those. He had that giant one where you just sleep on. If it was clear, if it was empty, if it wasn't a bunch of junk on top of it, I could have slept on it and felt without rolling off as a little kid. Because the ones with the speakers built into the sides, it was meant to look like a piece of furniture, like a desk, almost. Those ones. I watched a lot of movies that it's set there. Again, like Secondhand Lion and other movies where characters, like Indiana Jones, where characters go to the Arab countries. So I'm used to their chants. Native American stuff. Like I said, I watched... Like I said, I know people think Pocahontas is boring. there are two camps now for Pocahontas. Camp A is it's problematic. Camp B is it's boring. I was Camp C and found it really enjoyable. And there's this one episode of the Book of Virtues that completely ruined me as a kid. Because it got me into Women with Scars.
Oh.
Because it's basically the Native American version of Pocahontas, not Pocahontas, of Cinderella. Where the guy is going to seek a woman. The guy with the magic sled is going to go see, is going to find a woman. So he has a, Chancellor basically, I'm using, not Chancellor, basically his first man. I don't know what you want to call it, what they're called in Native American groups. But the chief goes and has his first man go around to different groups, women, to ask them if they can see him because he's able to turn invisible. And the most fair is this one, there's like you have this one girl who's pretty and her two sisters who are ugly. They then cut her hair and scar her up. And then they use, and like I said, then he comes, they can't see the harem. And they're lying that they see him, and then she's truthful, so then he appears to her. And he fixes her, he heals her hair and he heals her face, but I remember watching as a kid when he makes her hair grow long, like, yeah, keep her that way. Don't heal her scars on her face, I like them. Which is probably how I got into scarification and tattoos.
I see.
Because I've always liked scars, I think they're cool, but I also grew up watching pirates and stuff. So I also like scars from them. Also, no Islam in the chat, South.
Unfortunately, we can't have a jihad right
I know
now.
you're a little. I know you're. I know you're. I know you want. I know you want to go over there to all the goats. Why you want those goats? The world may never know, but you want those goats.
Yeah, these goats. The sensation is just very different compared to women.
One may say he's ghosty.
God damn.
He was married,
Yeah.
or at least he was
Hilarious.
that, or he was in a very committed gay relationship.
Yeah.
That did something to me.
Same.
No,
Same with the
Nick
John,
saying
man.
child. It's like a neuron activate. That's how tired I am.
Darkness guide you, child. You have outgrown this house. Of that I am now certain. Should you return again here, I shall keep you safe.
No, I was a little too. I think I was too over. I was too over Wakafu. I'm pretty sure. I don't think that came on. I think that came on when I was a teenager. I didn't grow up with that many French shows. Like I didn't grow up with. I didn't get. I only saw like 1 or 2 episodes of Code Lyoko as a kid.
I have no more darkness.
The game I really liked, until I really liked the kid, was Monster Buster Club. That was a really fun show. It was about a bunch of kids going around fighting aliens. And one of the characters was like a descendant of a human. One of the arcs was them fighting an Earth racist who was like an Earth white supremacist who wanted to make a barrier to get rid of all aliens.
The chambers of Tartarus have probably already
Fucking
arranged
based.
themselves by now.
Let's see what kind of weapon can I get. Let's bring unlock you, boy.
Here we go. Coronact, the heart seeker.
I feel like one of these days I'm gonna open up a stream. I'm gonna be half asleep, and I'm gonna be in configuration C, which is appeal to my Arabic audience.
So you're just gonna start saying like Estella. Sweet.
I know some Arabic, not a lot of it, but just enough to ask where's the bathroom and how do you want me to punish the infidels? That's all I need.
Who's that? What power off? Release X while flashing. Oh.
For me, it's a different type of jihad Artaloid Huan. The ultimate fire spell. Before they immediately changed that, and every other localization after realizing how that would look.
Oh yeah.
You on payroll, mate? Who's your Superman?
Well, because yeah, technically jihad doesn't mean like God. Wait, it doesn't mean like God Mitzvah or something.
Ah, fuck, I forgot. But
It means something innocuous. It means something innocuous, but when you actually kind of like Islam means like God's will or something like that. But then well, it's a lot has a nice sound to it, but I'm not gonna say it.
yeah, it's like the meaning.
How do I
It
supposed to
probably
open?
doesn't mean anything that bad. It's just that the connotations associated with it have just
Oh yeah,
made
no,
it
you
a.
can't say jihad without thinking of you know, crimes
Yeah,
against human
you can't.
terrorism. How do I supposed to
Yeah.
weapons?
Jihad literally means struggle. Yeah, that
Oh
seems
yeah.
about right. Global
Yeah.
struggle to destroy the infidels.
I love how Linkara was trying to defend when it said like, you know, kill all the infidels. Like it doesn't mean people who don't. It means like people who are coming after them. Like it doesn't mean random strangers. Like how dare you, Frank Miller?
First off,
Frank, why did you enter my mess, Frank? How dare you? Why are you sort of raising sexist? You all racist sexist. Why aren't you entering my emails? I mean, I didn't send you emails. Don't look at my MM. I sent you my Korean MM porn. Why aren't you responding? I rather use the sword. I don't want to use it. I'm going to be that person. I don't want to use the bow and arrow.
Your strength.
understandable.
Are you trying to write jihad in the chat, Flame?
Flame, just for that, you're gonna have your foreskin removed by Mossad. You don't keep playing. I'll remove them. I can do this.
Flame, you're not funny.
Thanks like a Daedalus hammer.
See, to be funny, Flame, a great way to do it is to find one specific area of humor that appeals to you.
Wait, one
But,
second. First of all, that one specific area of humor that appeals to him is Jeffrey Dahmer because he's in love with him. I need to get some water.
Okay then. Well, chat or entertain y'all while he's gone. So, okay, so would you rather use a machete, fire axe, or cleaver to hack somebody's fucking head off? You know, just curious. Just one of those things, you know. Well, what's your preference for decapitation? Now, I personally think you can't go wrong with a machete. Now, that's the best right there. It's a classic. A lot of cultures use it to dismember people or decapitate them for crimes. Oh yeah, machetes are also good for genital mutilation. For instance, the removal of a woman's clitoris, and I believe the labia too. You know, they're just one of those goofy little things that Middle Easterners love to do. You know, they're funny little people. You know, they're funny little people that the world just for some reason has such a bleeding heart for, despite all the fuck
I'm
shit
back.
they do.
I
Welcome
found the
back.
wrong hair. There we go.
Which-
I found that.
which
There we go.
machete?
Got it. Got it right.
That's a good choice. Juan.
Enchantments
Uh,
for a weapon.
That's
Now,
right.
personally, what I would do is I'd get a nice knife and just make it slow to take the head off.
Thank you.
I want the fear hormones make the meat taste better, Chad.
Okay,
And that also
China.
applies to human meat.
I didn't know you were secretly Chinese.
I'm not a bug man.
Or are you black or Chinese?
Shit, that's a hard question. I don't want to be either, but fuck.
You know that guy on Twitter who constantly photoshops people? You know what you look like if you were black or Chinese?
Composed of such.
Oh god.
Good thing I'm not dead.
Fire Axel dressed in a business suit. You can't pull off the look, Flame. You can't pull it off.
Oh, I wish Raj was here because I wanted to bring up something because we're talking about Islam. Because he was asking me about Mormonism, and I was saying the connection between Mormonism and Islam, how they have a lot of similarities. Another thing they both have is mercy killings of their own people. They have both of them have an ideal blood atonement. Again, a lot of the more extreme parts of Mormonism have been saved down from the original intent. But again, Mormonism and Islam are very repressive, but yet they're very repressive, but yet also very horny religions at the same time. Like not Muslim men, they always like Mormon people dress very conservative, but yet they're very horny people. Like it was the Mormons that created soaking because it makes sense because they have so many rules and regulations. It's the same reason why like Catholics are super into BDSM.
Yeah. The more you oppress someone, the more freaky they get.
Yeah.
That's why you wanna. That's why, chat. You need to get with a chick who's sexually repressed, because she's gonna be a freak. Right?
Well, that's why a lot of guys get with Catholic. That's why in God Pilgrim versus the World, he bragged about chives being Catholic.
They're repressive unless it involves animals. Yeah, that is true. Especially goats.
Well, no, I'm saying is they come off as sexually repressed stuff, but yet they're also like marrying multiple women. They rape animals, at least for Muslims. There's a common trend. And then so does the Scots. I don't know what's going on with the Scots.
As a Catholic, I'm not surprised the Mormons are horny. Yeah.
Yeah, they're super horny.
Yeah, the priests. Like, why else do you think they're always fucking altar boys?
No, Catholic. The Mormons don't have priests.
Well, I was also talking about.
Well, for the Catholic, like I said, the Catholics come from the fact that they take a verse and then they try to twist it to be like, well, Paul can get married and Peter is like one of the foundations of the church, so ergo, even though Peter has a wife and a mother-in-law, that means that we must the church fathers who existed hundreds to 500 years after the Bible was done written, clearly we must listen to them and act like they're one of the early people, because it's the same thing when they talk about Mary, because the divineness, the supernaturalness of Mary. They're like, well, the church fathers all agree that she was. Like, you mean the church fathers who were like 500 years after the Bible was written? Those people?
Yeah.
Like, when you say the early church fathers, that implies the people who wrote the Bible or were there when the Bible was being written, not people way after the Bible's time. It's just one of the words that they use to manipulate language. And like when people use like imagery in the Bible to try to relate to Mary, I'm like, you're mixing your symbols up, and some of the symbols you're mixing are contradictory. Like, yeah, Mary gave birth to Jesus, but Mary was still human. That's one of the points of Mary and Joseph, that they're both humans, but they were just very devout people to God. But when you say that to an East Orthodox or a Catholic, they get almost violent to you. Someone got violent to me once when I pointed out the simple facts in the Bible.
Yeah, it's almost like they don't actually care about what they're consuming.
That's also my dad's experience too. My dad was ex-Catholic. He was Catholic. He was raised Catholic and then became Christian. Well, first he became Seventh-day Adventist, but then he just never felt comfortable. He was only there for a little while, but didn't feel comfortable, and then started realizing what Seventh-day Adventists actually believed in. It's not Seventh-day Adventist, but it might have been Christian Science that believed that black people were made from bestiality.
Mm.
I'm not gonna die. I forget which one it was, because I remember that caused some controversy when one of the two groups tried to run for an office. And like, is it true that you believe that black people came from when white people mated with dogs? And the guy was just like,
Yeah, that's not a good look.
But yeah, because I was explaining Mormonism and how, like I said, the strong connection between Islam. They both claim that an angel came to them, and they both claim that the Bible secretly foretold about them from verses that didn't exist, because like the guy who made Mormonism invented a chapter. Both of them believe in controlling one's diet, which the Bible warns about. In the end time, people will try to control your diet. Because that's why God says eat whatever you. That's why God specifically tells Peter to. God uses the metaphor of eating whatever you want as a metaphor for preaching to the Gentiles. Because there's a verse that Calvinists try to use in Romans where God says, where God says where they say that God says he chooses who gets saved. The entire point of that verse is the fact that the Jewish people were talking to the apostles and they're like, wait, one of them, the salvation is meant for only us. And they're like, yes, yes and no. One time, salvation was meant for us, but God decides who salvation is meant for. Salvation is meant for anybody. But then the Calvinists took that verse and said, well, see, God determines who gets saved. That means only special indigo children get saved. And then they use other verses. Like I said, the Bible is very poetic, and the Bible also uses, again, the fact that it's a full book and you can read it multiple times. So it has no problem spoiling itself. So when it says that God loved Jacob and hated Esau, it's the fact that Jacob left, in the end, Jacob messed up a lot, but Jacob in the end, still followed God, where Esau did not. So in the end, that's the wording you would use, because Esau turned his back on God, where Jacob did not in the end. And that's what matters to God, is the end. But they'll take a verse like that and either use sophomoric interpretation or their indigo interpretation, or They purposely twist the verse to back up their ideals.
Right.
Yeah, a lot of.
But like the thing about Mormonism, there's the kids that they can't drink alcohol or caffeine. I think Muslims can even drink caffeine. They aren't against it, but they are against alcohol. The Bible is not against alcohol. The Bible is against drunkenness. Because Jesus drank alcohol. I know some Christians do not like to admit that fact, but it's true because there's a reason why the Pharisees accused Jesus of being a drunk, because because Jesus even points out the hypocrisy of the religious class, because he's like, John the Baptist didn't drink, and you all called him weird because he chose not to drink. I choose to drink with my friends at celebrations, like normal Jewish people do, and you call me a drunk. That they didn't care about. The religious group, the religious leaders don't care about morality. They care about nitpicking people. And like I said, we know the alcohol. And like I said, I remember even reading all the uses of the word yam. I forget the word, specifically Hebrew word that means alcohol. But someone tried to argue in like an article that it didn't always mean alcoholic, and they tried to use an example of when they tried to use an example of in one of the Old Testaments where it said like, "Woe is the woman who has to mix wine with her baby food." Like, woe is the woman who can't breastfeed and have to mix it, and like that proves it's alcoholic because that's what you did when you couldn't feed children breast milk. You would before they knew about pasteurization, they would have to mix alcohol into the food, so it could be safe for child consumption. Like that's how they got. Pasteurization wasn't a thing yet, and you can't feed babies raw milk because they'll kill them.
Yeah.
So, like I said, back in the day, you would have to mix a little bit of alcohol with your stuff to make it safe for consumption. But someone tried to argue, well, it's fed to babies. You wouldn't feed alcohol to babies. Like, yeah, now you don't, because we don't need to. Because even if you run out of baby food, we still know how to pasteurize things now, because we have modern inventions.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's a lot of stuff. But like I said, the thing I forgot to tell Raz was the mercy killings. Both Islam and Mormonism have mercy killings.
All right.
I don't got any keys. What were you gonna say?
But yeah, I was gonna say like Jesus was a fucking carpenter. Of course he drank. You really think a carpenter isn't going to drink?
Well, it was common to drink in the Jewish times. Like I said, at parties you would drink. It was just, like I said, the thing the Bible cares about is being drunk. The Bible wants you to. That's why it says people who are elders in the church, elders are high up leaders in the church. Should be people who don't drink that much. It doesn't say you can't drink at all, but it says people who do not give, men and women who do not give into, who don't drink much of wine or ever things like it. So there's never been a 100%. I understand why people are so against alcohol, because it does do terrible things. Like it said, look at Ricada. I've been looking up a lot of stuff about Ricada. Yeah, honor killing, but blood atonement is what the Mormons call it. But yeah, no, I've been researching more stuff. Like Ricada's new stuff is crazy. Like how much dirt Ricada has on well, not dirt, but it's info Ricada has on Aaron that he illegally got, and that his pedophile friend is bragging about. It's like crazy. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's some wild shit. So, it's stuff like this that makes me go like, shit. It's a good thing I don't crack open vodka all the time anymore.
Yeah. Like I said, I'm always on the stance that if you don't like to drink, good for you. You're probably better. It's the same thing with people like my friend doesn't like eating sugar. He's better off for it. There's a lot of things that you can do, but aren't necessarily the best thing for you to do. Because, like I said, he's fit. He's well built. Ooh, pomegranate. I love pomegranates so much.
But yeah, chat. Fucking
Back to movies.
On to a.
Oh, what
yeah,
can I say?
back to film.
Let's see. Let's think about. Oh, have you ever seen the Insidious films?
Yes, and I hated what they did with all of them.
Oh, so, you don't like any of them? Do you think they would have been better if they were PG for rated R?
Okay, so here's my problem with the films. The first one definitely needed to have a higher rated film, but it also needed to not have committee fucking with it, like with the ending and a lot of other things.
them killing her off was a big mistake.
Yeah, that too. It feels like the committee was like, listen, we need shock value for this film. We need the film of the year that shocks people in theaters.
I like a lot of the concepts in the films, and I did enjoy them. But I do think they could be better. But then again, they could be better as a couple of treat about any film. I like the kind of world they're building. Like I said, I like the weirdness in the first one. But obviously, you know me, you could make it weirder.
Yeah. You know, we love that freaky shit.
Like I said, I don't need every horror film to be. Oh god, that would have to be kind of cool. Holy Mountain meets a horror. I was saying we don't need that, but I immediately started saying, "Hi, wouldn't that be neat though?"
Yeah. You can make it Faustian.
Whoa, gotta get out of here. Whoa.
Whoa, this big orange guy's gonna rape me.
Yeah, no, what else was there? Yeah, back to the Emily Romulus film, his review. Yeah, I wanted to get back to the critical review on Alien Romulus. But yeah, so one, I don't get why so many people have a hate boner towards anything. Well, I kind of get it. It's the same with the prequels. They have such a hate boner for anything that's related to Prometheus. So anything like anything that's slightly engineer adjacent, they immediately hate. But I thought it was I think the Black Goo is an interesting MacGuffin, and I thought it was interesting seeing what happened when he emerged with a baby, like an undeveloped fetus at that time.
Yeah, it was an interesting concept. Yeah. It's just
and I like how they twisted the Romulus story, because Remus and Romulus are the main two characters. Then they twist instead of a human baby feeding on a wolf, you have a monster feeding on a woman.
Yeah.
And it's obvious that the ending of the film, the next film, if Ridley does not pull a Covenant again, the next film will be about Andy and I forget the main girl's name, building a colony. Just like how Remus and Romulus built Rome. Like, it's obvious that's what the movie's going for. But yet I never seen any of the critics' reviews bring up this very obvious detail of the film.
It's like these people are like, oh, you stupid mythology reference. That doesn't matter to the long run of this critique.
It kind of reminds me of FNAF fans. Because one of the biggest FNAF reviewers, FNAF theorists, FNAF, didn't understand a simple Zelda reference.
Christ.
He didn't get the "It's dangerous to go alone, take this" reference in one of the newer games. And I'm like,
modern critics.
How young are you? Like, do you only ever consume FNAF content? Like, I like some of your videos, but like, dear Lord, how do you not get a simple "It's dangerous to go alone, take this"? That's like basic pop culture.
Yeah, it's like it's Reddit shit. Everything references it because like this is a great reference to the lowest common denominator. Video games, right?
Like, at least FNAF, I'll give it this. At least FNAF had a reason to reference it, because they were trying to tell you when this machine was built. Basically,
yeah,
it was built in the late '80s, around that time. So at least they had a slight reason. Well, at least that time period. The thing was around that time period, so at least they have a slight reason too. Where are these contracts I can do? Yeah, do. Okay. Oh, that's what happened. I collect gems and I can do. Hey, that's cool. Understandable now. Oh god, yeah, you're right. It is an ancient game now, but still, it's like I would have an obscured ideal pop culture inherently. Like, it helped that I'm able to absorb a lot through osmosis, but like I never grew up with Halo, but I'm able to understand. Like, when I hear someone talk about Halo, I can understand what they're talking about, kind of thing. But like, like certain things like, well, what do you mean you don't know what a Zelda reference is? I'm like, well, okay, not everybody played Zelda.
Well, the Aphrodite posted he doesn't have enough money.
Yeah, I don't have enough money yet. I'm still using the sword because I don't. Man, maybe I can. We'll try using the bow for once.
Let's go, Coronaut.
Yeah.
Hold fire. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna volley. I don't think I'm gonna like this. We'll try it out just once.
Yeah, it's just this one time. So one time, chat. Watch your mother suffer.
Sweet. Come on, let me interact with this. Start the power slide at each of the time. Okay. Hold attack to fire. Ooh, sweet. Okay, good. I don't care. We got rid of power slot. This works better for me.
Master Chief, you mind telling me what you're doing on that ship? Sir, leaving this game on this terrible game on a bad cliffhanger.
Was the Uncharted series ever good, Mike? What?
What?
Was the Uncharted series? Was it ever good?
I never engaged all that much with it.
Cause it looked kind of boring to me.
Well, yeah,
It looked like yeah. Go on.
It was kind of like the start of the Sony movie game shit.
Well, it kind of feels like whoa, sweet. It kind of feels like if you took so Tomb Raider is Indiana Jones on crack, which makes it fun because like she fights a T-Rex with handguns. That's fun. Where Nathan Drake felt like Indiana Jones on Red Bull, but also on Ambien at the same time. You know what I mean? Yeah. But again, I don't know. I only seen bits and pieces of Uncharted, so I don't know. Cause like there might be a lot of supernatural stuff in Uncharted that I'm not aware of. But like when it comes, cause like the action was over the top, but it didn't seem to be the same kind of coolness that Indiana Jones had, at least for me. But like I said, I just never got into it, so I don't know. I watched a bit of the cutscenes as a kid, but that's about it. Because again, my first home console was the PlayStation 4 because I bought it myself. Because my family was not big into video games, I was the only one really big into video. So I grew up with handhelds. Specifically the Game Boy Advance, which my older sister gave me, and then ooh, there we go. You're getting her.
Hi there. In the name of Hades, Olympus, I
Yeah,
accept
Mr.
your
Martin.
invitation.
Why, hello there, little girlfriend.
All right, we got Aphrodite.
Say you're quite the
Now it's
specimen,
time to
so
get some fun
I've
stuff.
decided I shall aid you for the moment.
You know, it is kind of funny when you think about it, because this is like, you know, the Greek gods are fucking freak nasty. So it's funny, it's like Hades keeps the sun away from most of that shit, and it's like, oh god, they're contacting him out of the blue.
Oh god, they're grooming him. You try to keep your kids off the internet. You try, but then they are sending letters in the mail. One thing you didn't think about. You fucker kid didn't even know what a mailbox was.
God damn.
Come and get it.
On absolute weirdness though, I was not expecting to see a notification that the creator of Anonymous Agony subscribed to me today.
Yeah, I saw that. That was fucking hilarious.
It was the same. It's the same kind of feeling I found out that Lolly subscribed to me years ago.
Yeah.
Because Lolly keeps all this. So when you keep your subscription public, it gives a notification to the person who you subscribe to, and you can see it on your page who you're subscribed to.
Yeah.
Bottle of nectar.
I'm like, oh god, what? I'm trying to remember what we said in that video. And I'm like, he commented on the video, which means he watched a bit of it. At least there's a high chance unless he just commented without watching. Well, there's a chance of that too, but I'm simply saying, oh god, what did we say?
Yeah.
Pests.
Oh god, you're right. Drive panic. It's just a matter of time. We all know dolphins are rapists.
Yeah.
Oh god, maybe
Dolphins
that's the secret boss of Anonymous Agony. Hades versus the dolphins. It's the dolphin that raped Hank Hill.
God damn. That's gonna be some funny shit right there.
Oh shoot. I can run faster than that. I was not him.
The fucking opening shows the dolphin tossing Hank's raped to death corpse to the side, and as Hayes looks on in horror.
Poor Hank Hill.
That'll keep me going
Yeah.
for a bit.
Oh, I love King of Hell.
It's fun.
I love the fact that Hank just froze the guy who was feeling up Luetta. Not Luetta, what's her name?
Peggy?
No, not Peggy, his niece. Luann. When he froze the guy who was feeling up Luann on the golf course into the dolphin pit to get molested. I love Luann. She's great. She's such a fun character.
Yeah.
Well, all the hills are fun.
Great.
Peggy still has some problems with flanderization, but overall, I still enjoy her.
Ducks are rapists too. A lot of animals are rapists.
Oh yeah. On the very
It's
first
like
date,
rape is
almost.
See, chat, rape is natural and good for the world. It keeps people on their toes.
Are you that guy? That one guy you see the videos on Discord constantly, the one with like the mind control spiral.
Gemstones.
I think so.
You know, the guy saying like rape, it's natural. Rape is healthy. That guy, the weirdo.
Yeah, that fucker.
I don't know who he is. I need to learn more about him. We're also trying. Oh! You should have checked out that stream. You should check out the stream that me and Wolf did, or just follow that link I sent you. Cause that website
saw
was
that.
crazy.
Yeah, I went through a bit of it earlier.
He was pretending to be British on one of his YouTube videos. Well, not YouTube videos, but one of his let's see, I'm getting in one of his come on, get me out of here. I'm not consent to this. In one of his, like, I think he was pretending to be the Queen. He's like
Jesus.
It's very it's very surreal video. Like his website, like what is his thing? Like, is he not? Like, there's swastikas everywhere, or are they supposed to be Manchun, whatever they call it, the Tibet one. Like, it's hard to tell. Like, then there's like he's talking about like lesbian elf orgies.
About the secrets of the Kabbalah.
And like no, there was Kabbalah stuff. There was so much Kabbalah stuff, and then of course a lot of DMT.
Yeah,
Cause that's how we found him. Cause I asked Walt, because we're looking on Angel Fire websites, like, hey, can you find any websites about DMT from like that time? And this guy is still uploading to his website. The last time he uploaded was in August of this year.
Well, damn. That guy looks like an Alan Moore if he decided to sound American. God damn, that's a comparison.
That was the right guy. The guy that me and Walt found looked like an eccentric lesbian, but a dude.
I see. So, anyways, chat. What's
You
your
know, you
thoughts
might
on
like you might like The Playground, that splatterpunk book.
Okay.
Because I said eccentric lesbian, I immediately thought The Playground. Because one of the reviews I saw of the book was done by an eccentric lesbian. I saw free reviews. One who read the entire book. She was obviously she found the stuff to do with like all the child murders, pretty gruesome. The eccentric lesbian was a little more chill, and then there's one dude who's just like, oh yeah, I love seeing all the little kids get killed. Like, I didn't care about them. Like, the duality of man. Or the triality.
Yeah. 2 women and 1 man. And one of the men seemed to enjoy it for other reasons. But yeah, chat, what's your thoughts on
Very insightful. Very demore.
Yeah, my brain is fucking melting. I can feel juices flowing out of my ears.
Get some water.
Spilling out.
You might need to drink some water.
Here goes nothing.
Maybe. Yeah, I always need some water. They're fresh.
When I think of eccentric lesbians, I think either lesbians that dress like 1950s housewives, South 1950s secretaries, or they dress like Miss Hannigan from the original Annie movie. No, we're not talking about Sarah Moon, though, didn't she?
No, Blaze. That'll be it for another time. That'll be like if I can try to get my sister on stream.
What's one? The normal one or the other one?
The good one.
Yeah. You would have to have Carol watch your niece then.
Yeah, that's gonna be frustrating.
How?
Because the thing
I don't
with
know.
Carol is that
Yeah, go on.
she spoils my niece a
Oh,
lot.
no, she's a good aunt. See, that's what's fun. That's what's fun about being an aunt and uncle. You can spoil the kids, and then they love you, and then the parents have to be the joy. Like, yay! Like we'll be like, yay! We get to go to Uncle Boss's house. He lets us, Aunt Carol lets us have marshmallows and graham crackers for dessert.
And the fucking you got Graham over in the corner just smirking.
He's like, I don't get marshmallows and graham crackers at night. I only get them on the weekend. Then you get them every night. You're over here.
Yeah.
He's happy because he gets them too. But still, it's the principle of the matter.
Yeah.
Well, I immediately said I would say graham crackers and marshmallows because that's what I used to get at my grandma's house. My grandma would always talk about how she needs to lose weight, but then she would also be like, "Hey, want a graham cracker and marshmallows and peanut butter and M&Ms?"
Oh yes, please.
That was our dessert usually, and sometimes we would have that with a bowl of ice cream.
God damn it, Nora! You're making me hungry.
Sorry. No, I've been thinking about my grandma. I've been thinking about my grandma a lot lately because it'll be our first holiday without her.
Yeah.
So it's been on my mind lately. Because one of my other relatives is on hospice right now, so why don't we? Is he related? Like I have so many people in my life who are related and who aren't related, but feel like they're related because we knew them for so long. That I had to remember is he like a distant cousin or not? Oh, someone I knew for a long time. Relatively. The dude he was one of my people who went to my grandma's church. Oh, there we go. I win, boys.
Victory is yours. Now it's time for you to rendezvous with Nix and see if she can give you some graham crackers and peanut butter.
Well, Nix is technically my stepmother in this game.
Just walk away.
That is true. She's the kind where like at first you want to fuck her, but then she gives you really nice snacks and like, you know what, never mind.
You know what? You're nice. Because if I do it to you, it's like, yeah, I want to hurt my dad, but it's gonna hurt you in the process if I do that. And I care about you more like, he's like, I care about, that'd be funny, like, Xerxes is like, I care about you more than my father, I'm not gonna do that to you. I respect you too much.
Right. Yeah, okay, now I know what another story is I'm writing.
Oh, you weren't here because you were in the woods. When I was talking about an idea for a horror film.
Okay, well,
have you heard about the mirror ritual?
Yes.
Yes. So yeah, you know how you tie your breath to it.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, you have to wait until some. So that would be the plot. A group of cultists would kidnap a bunch of people. I need to figure out how I would tie it together. I would say maybe kidnap a bunch of Americans from different zones of America, and then be the fact that each zone they're trying to find something and they're trying to narrow it down by each zone. Because they need the ritual is for a reason, and the survivor is going to give them some kind of secret. So I need a reason for them to use the survivor. So I'm kind of inspired by the episode of Gothic, where they where a cult kidnapped a bunch of kids, one kid from each country, and threw them on a yacht full of booby traps. Not yacht, a cruise ship full of booby traps. And the kids who survived the night were going to be the countries who survived World War One. I always like that plot in Gothic. That was always one of my favorite subplots. So I thought, would that be a cool thing? Like, you can call the movie, like, Numa. Or, Every Breath You Take. Yeah, Numa, Every Breath You Take. Continue, like the police song. Yeah, you can have the trailer set to the police song.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it would be, yeah, because, I see the girl in my mind. I see the character Marcus. Mercurius from, let me look her up. From Reverse 1999, as the main character, that hippie chick. And it would be basically set in the warehouse overnight, and each of the people, are trying to avoid dying. And they're trying to survive into sunlight, because the morning sun is what purifies you. Mm-hmm. But no, I saw this so clearly in my mind just from hearing that about ritual. Like, oh my god, that would be just a fun movie, and it's actually one of the more down-to-earth concepts I came up with.
Yeah, that does sound pretty nice. You know, if you ever did make a movie and I was there on, like, the first fucking premiere, I'd probably, just put, like, a sticky note on the seat I sat down as, you know who sat here.
You'd like, no, you just take your knife and you just etch into it. The boss.
Yeah.
The man who
With
sold
his
the world
sticky
starts playing.
Fucking when I'm in my car driving from the cinema, I'm listening to Invisible.
Yeah.
Holt that recruits / kidnaps people via mail subscription services. What do you mean? That's already mail subscription services. They kidnap your soul.
Yeah. That's how I picture my character like. The hippie chick from the current arc, the new chapter of Verse.
Yeah.
Cause I like her design a lot.
Yeah. Oh, do the sticky note then. Okay, Juan. Do the sticker note and put down a funny image.
Yeah.
Some funny text.
Cause I always love those stories, like the Who Will Survive stories.
Yeah.
And people generally do. That's why the Hunger Games was popular. Partly was the fact that it was a Who Will Survive story.
Ooh, says here a wretched lout slapped you to death again. That's a tough break.
Yeah. Hypnos.
I feel like Hypnos would be the Temperance social link, and one of the Persona games, and he would be like the most hated social link in that one.
So, yeah, I could see that.
Like his entire thing was basically like him trying to teach you a proper work-life balance, and people would still get mad. Like, what do you mean I can't? What do you mean? Oh God, did you see that video of that woman saying that, her and her husband were living off the government, and like my husband was saying maybe we should not go out to eat for brunch every Sunday now that Trump's in office. And
Yeah,
I can't believe we can't we have to start working, and I was like, I hate these people.
Something from the Fates.
These are kind of things you hate.
These are the types that should be put in internment camps.
Dinner, infinite trove. Let's order this.
The ever-shifting chambers of
Blaze,
the world
if you want me to look at the stuff with the young lads and the bondage, you have to pay me money for that one.
It's Blaze into Yaoi?
No, I just read it in that order just to make it sound as damning as possible.
Like, the stuff like Dark Yuri, Dark Yaoi, like the stuff that's on like Wattpad. Like, and then Cosma took out the handcuffs. It's like, you're mine, Yuki, mine forever.
No, I don't like men. Okay, well, Blaze, do you have relationships with women and sex with men?
I got news for you. That means you're gay.
No, they're just curious.
Don't think I'm welcome in there.
Oh God, that's his goon chamber.
Smoking symbiotes. Oh. Oy vey.
Next, help me.
Through any setback, you are always welcome here with me.
Next help, Hypnos is trying to groom me into fucking...
Hypnos is trying to groom me to have a proper work-life balance. But for some reason he keeps adding maid dresses into it. I am simultaneously impressed but deeply concerned.
Nix,
I gave her a gift.
I thought you might like this.
I think this might be the social link of the game.
You know your
Probably
father
is.
does not like it when nectar is doled out on the premises, dear child.
Oh, man, I could go with some coffee right now. It's fucking
I am
freezing.
not he, and I wished, regardless, to provide you a token of my affection.
Heck yeah.
Level 32 magician. Okay.
Hey, the lounge is open.
The game is so pretty.
Oh, fuck, alright, chat.
Oh, Dissy.
Yeah.
I remember talking about how much you love Dissy.
Yeah.
Oh man, I want a Kid Icarus game remake so bad.
That would be fine.
I love Kid
You know,
Icarus.
Nintendo.
I'm headed out for a while.
Chloe High Kennedy. You're putting on the maid outfit. I can't do a John F. JFK impression. I fucking hate the Kennedys. I'm sorry, chat.
That reminds me when I became an adult. Well, not adult, when I became a teenager. When I was rewatching Annie for once, and I was like, wait a second. RDF, what's his name? FDR. Wait a second. It's him! He's in this movie!
Everything's broken.
Oh.
And I'm like, oh god.
A commemorative ball. Wanted to see my face up on that wall, I
FDR rolls up, spits on a black child that's starving, kicks over a trash can of a small business, looks someone in the eye and swears at them. This is my America now, he says. Walks off. What do you mean by this?
FDR rolls up to Annie. I don't know any good. Yeah, I generally don't know any really good Irish. No, they're Patty, but that's not strong enough. Like, what is a solely Irish slur?
The courtyard of the House of Hades is kept neat.
It's not that orderly, really.
Yes, he does have taste.
This kind of reminds me loosely of the Hellboy art. Well, of course, but that reminds me of Atlantis: The Lost Empire, which could have been one of the best Disney TV cartoons. But unfortunately, you know,
Wasn't meant to be.
Disney being Disney, they only were given a movie. Had a lot of fun concepts. I love the fact that they explore a bunch of different cultures in that and their mythology, from stuff to do with the Kraken to cause I love seafaring, you know, those like ghost town stuff. Then like, you know, you get dealt with Native American spirits. Like, oh god, it could have been. Oh god, no wonder I like Reverse 1999. It gave me the thing that Atlantis didn't give me. It gave me the thing that Atlantis robbed from me.
Want to fight?
Also, Reverse got me into brunettes.
Yes.
Cause like the two women in the game, like, oh, well, these are like, I find super hot, are both brunettes.
These are my bitches.
I was very happy when I got both of them. Well, there is thankfully a white haired woman, and she's like a cowgirl, like gunslinger. And I'm like, oh my goodness, how do they know? She also hunts paranormal. She's basically the Winchesters.
Damn.
That's gonna be the next update. It's actually the next chapter. It's actually referenced in the chapter I played on Discord.
Lord Uncle Zeus.
That is coming because instead of having Route 66 in the universe, they have Route 77.
Also, that one weird Atlantis ship was hot. Disney bitches used to be hot. Well, of course she was. She was Aryan. Don't you know Atlantis was the true home of the Aryan people? The Anunnaki had put them all down there after giving the Vril the keys to the cities to build it.
Also, somehow the Atlanteans somehow were everywhere, like even before Atlantis sunk, like after Atlantis sunk. It's a very interesting world that they were building up. To be honest, don't fall for that.
Yeah, and then just went nowhere.
Well, no. I love the fact that the guy's like, you are my daughter, Brunhilde. So then he knocks her out and then dresses her up when she's unconscious.
Oh dear.
Luckily, he thought he was his daughter, not his wife.
Yeah.
The last thing we need is some NTR, some non-con NTR.
Yeah, we don't need any of that. See, that's my job to do for people.
That's your fanfictions. That reminds me of one of the most funniest fanfictions I ever saw. It was on what's her name? Jenny Nicholson covered it. It was called "Trapped in an Island" with Josh Hutcherson. It was this girl writing this fan. She was like really big into the Hunger Games, and British Arabia. So she wrote a fan fiction where she gets stranded where her self-insert gets stranded on an island with Josh Hutcherson. But during close to the end of the story, they come across a cave, a house, and they meet the author of the story. So she wrote herself into the story again. She had her self-insert with a different name, and then herself, and then her own self, like her actual self-insert, steals Josh Hutcherson away from her self-insert and leaves her self-insert stranded on the island.
Fuck's sake.
Like, she is like extremely catty. Like, she makes sure that her self-insert is only able to. She gives her a change of clothes, but she makes sure they're ugly clothes, so Josh will find her less attractive. Like, It is the most funniest thing. Like, this is a dive into like a teenage girl's psyche in the most funniest way, in the fact that she became jealous of herself.
Yeah. Takes a special type of person for that to happen.
Like I said, that's what's interesting about teenagers is the fact that, especially when I was watching that Jeff the Killer retrospective, and I'm like, yeah, you're right. He's right. A lot of the most iconic internet horror stuff was written by teenagers. That's exploring new ideals, exploring, creative endeavors. Jeff the Killer was probably written by a teenager. What's it called? The Painter, Tiki Toby, Clockwork, all the things, all the ripoffs. Oh, Jane the Killer. I think you could do something. Like I said, I don't. You could do something, and because they're basically public domain, you could do. I'm surprised no one ever tried to do stuff with them, because you can actually. There's interesting things you could do with, especially Jeff and Jane. Especially if you change Jane's name from Jane the Killer to Jane the Killed. Like he thought he killed her, but she survived, so she comes back to go kill him. Yeah, like the ideal of her, like some versions of her she's always written inconsistently because anybody can write her. So like some versions she's like she kills people so before Jeff can, so Jeff can't kill them. And I'm like, wow, task failed. Not even failed successfully. Tactics failed.
Mission failed. We'll get him next time.
Like, to stop childhood cancer, I killed all children. That was literally her logic. Why does it feel like an intro to a ghost song? This riff.
Might be a sample.
I got one person said Ghost is the Scooby-Doo chase music. And he's right.
Oh, hello there, Wasp.
Hey, Wasp. He left? He was like a night. I haven't listened to that much Ghost, but I do like Square Hammer a lot.
Oh, we're talking about Ghost, aren't we?
Yeah. Well, I was saying the first, not this part, but the riff, the opening riff of the song, reminded me of a Ghost riff.
Alright. To say Ghost Square Hammer is very Halloween rock.
Okay, well, that's why I used it in one of the intros. I try to find appropriate music for my streams.
Then, in the name of Hades, Olympus.
Juan the Builder, is that like Bob the Builder's Mexican cousin?
Well, he wants a pen name that sounds good, so I gave him one to fix movie plots.
Well, Juan Wick sounds good.
Yeah, it's pretty good, but oh no. This Juan the Builder, he's building a new story out of garbage.
That could work. See, when building a story, I feel like it's good to figure out, first of all, why was the story made? What were the intentions behind it? So a good example would be, there could be a badly made movie that I can have respect for it, because that was the intention of the offer, where you can have something like, The Force Awakens was such a soulless, because remember, J.J. Abrams did not want to direct the film, but was offered twice to direct it, and then he's like, did what he always does, to make the mystery, makes his idea of a mystery box, which is basically sell your own imagination to you. He's a fraud, he's the grand illusion, that's last fraud.
Yeah.
And instead, what they did was they took Lucas' script, butchered it, because God forbid we learn more about the universe in an interesting way. Because people hate when you do that. People hate when you expand their universe, because if it's not directly like their fanfiction that they ever had in their mind. Like Metachlorian doesn't mess with anything in the original canon, and actually explains things, but because it means that they can't, that the men in their pajamas can't become Jedi, suddenly means it's no bueno and it's become sacrosanct to exist. Even though there was always a hereditary aspect to the Force in the first movies, the first trilogy.
Okay, well, how about? You see, what the Force is missing with the midichlorians, it's missing the midichlorians coming inside of you while you're sleeping, and that's how you get Force powers.
Interest. Okay, I'm not gonna make that joke on stream. Yeah, I think you already know what the joke is.
There's just some joke.
Yeah. Cause that's a little too out there.
Alright, you're streaming.
You know.
Oh, yeah, that's why we're in here. We specifically did that to avoid people actively coming in and be like, "Oh, you're
I
streaming."
thought you-
No, I know my problem. I have no problem with you being here. We just don't. It's rude to have someone, talk on stream without realizing they're on stream. Like, yeah, I live in a one party consent state, but it's rude to record people without their permission.
Hmm.
Blood and darkness.
If I could take a minute of your time.
I am once again trying to murder my son.
Come on then.
It builds character.
Ironically, it does. Good. Get around.
If you want your freedom, you'll have to take it.
Then with this Xerxes pussy.
This shall be your tomb.
Zagreus, I'd like you to meet an old friend. Father, who is this? Duh, 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 duh. Duh, 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 duh.
I want you to meet my cousin Fred. I'm my nephew Fred. He thinks you've been naughty.
Well, that music that we're doing was old God of War music.
Oh, yeah, it's on my bucket list of games to play. Oh, sweet, thank you.
Zeus!
Xerxes like, hey. No. Oh god, that would be really, really funny. Hey, Xerxes finally escapes the underworld just to get to Olympus and find out Kratos killed them all.
I'm Greek, nigga. Show me your butthole.
Oh, the Greeks. What an odd people.
Oh god, I learned about I was watching the these are completely different from Greeks. But I don't know why I started thinking about getting high. But one of the methods is to literally ferment your human feces and urine. And then huff the fumes.
Well, you can get high on huffing almost anything, but...
I know, but it's the idea of huffing your own urine and feces mixed together after you let it fester in the sun, it's just so gross to me. And it's like... maybe we still kill druggies.
Yeah.
Hey there, Dusa. How's your endless toil treating you?
Mr. Hypnos, do you maybe think that you could, keep an eye on the person?
Oh god, that's another thing. People would accuse him of being toxic positivity. He's like, yeah, anytime someone or love bombing them. Anytime someone, cause you saw that all the time, like a few years ago, back before COVID. People were like, the XYZ was love bombing me. The saying being nice to them. Or XYZ is being emotionally abusive because they're not talking to me.
Oh, that's no problem. I can
Okay.
do that. I'll just add it to the list.
It's the same kind of women. It's the same kind of people who do those. It's the same kind of people who do those day in the life TikToks where they do nothing all day and drink wine.
Good, then. Glad we had the chance to chat. Now, maybe get some sleep or something. You look pretty beat.
Bolter guys, please stop. I don't need to hear about your tumultuous family history. Not even Batman can beat me to death and remove that when I'm dead and in hell, rotting and frying. I'll still be remembering what you talked about.
It was the nephew Fred, wasn't it? In Curse Collar Dog.
If I sit down, I won't want to get
Yeah,
back up.
it's Muriel's nephew.
Yeah, this is a great. Did you see the reanimation of that?
Yes, it's very fun.
Yeah. Oh, you've seen the reanimation of that Sarah Moon episode, having your sister has, hadn't she?
Which one?
A group of people reanimated Sarah Moon.
Yeah, she probably saw, but I don't know. I don't really keep
So
up with
you
that
said
much.
reanimated, and I just thought of zombies Sailor Moon.
Oh, that would actually make it interesting.
Yeah. I love those little reanimation challenges. They're fun.
The Cerberus sheds everywhere.
It wasn't your fault, Cerberus.
Yeah. Be good to you. You guys seen no great mouth detective, have you guys not?
You shall discover what you seek when it is time.
Mummy Nix.
You're not gonna make it gross. We only have one person simp. I was already simping over her earlier. And then you use the word mommy with like, okay, what? I don't have anything. I don't like the term daddy or mommy. I think they're weird.
Oh man, you'd fucking hate some of the people I hang around.
Well, like I said, I have no problem with like I know down in the South, like, back in the day, like mom, pa, they used to call each other that. That's not a problem. But when like, yes, daddy, or Woz with his mommy. Like, we get it, you guys have, I get it, Freud will make a killing off you people.
The great mouse detective cheese to meet you.
No, the great mouse detective was one of my favorite songs, one of my favorite Disney songs, and it Let Me Be Good to You. When the erotic dancer sings it at the bar. I remember I was watching it with my mother once, and she was with little kids like, wow, that's kind of risque for a kid's film. Because he wasn't expecting it. Okay, so we got 2 hearts for Nyx. Don't know where we got to left. I could technically give some the juice to all the other people, but Nyx comes first. Even if we run into the ex-girlfriend, we're still getting it to Nyx.
Yeah.
What does that person do? Do a bonus, fine. Oh, when we get back sauce, it kills them easier. Oh, sweet, yeah, of course we're getting that. Of course we need some health. Fun fact, The Great Mountain was one of the first movies to use CGI. It was the first animated Disney movie. Well, first of all.
Chaos. Lend me your power.
Chaos.
Oh, you got one.
Chaos.
Something about the he said, she said bullshit.
No,
what an odd game that was.
I want to play it all the way through. It's really weird how they tie it into the the original game was having him become Geralt, not Geralt. What's his name?
Garland.
Yeah, thank you.
Bye, everyone.
I don't eat with saltine with olives. I do eat what we'll usually do is to get something like a cranberry relish and mix it with and put on top of cream cheese.
I have to tell you something, little Hades. My relatives and I, we've been holding
Rank stuff, please, yeah.
to see if you were
You know, Bolt, you remind me of a buddy of mine who would always talk about the horrendous shit he would mix together in chat.
Yeah, I don't think he's well.
Probably isn't well.
But then again, what can we... Oh, the call. What can we expect when he found his way to your chat? You're like that mysterious diner that doesn't appear on maps. You don't know how you got there, but you are.
I will accept being called daddy, but I ain't calling no bitch mommy. That shit's too fucking weird. I think both are weird, but it freaks me out.
I mean, it comes from, like I said, it comes from like I said, remember, you have to remember, especially for women, a lot of fathers were emotionally distant from their children back in the day. So there's a really easily understandable psychological reason why they were super big into why they call their man daddy. Because, like, I'm sorry, I know it's hard to take, I know people hate to hear it, but Freud was right. Freud was wrong in a lot of things, but he was also right in a lot of things because he was just pointing out basic truths.
Let's just say, hypothetically, you've been a bad girl. Let's just say, hypothetically.
Hypothetically, my wife's a doctor. I am your wife.
You're also daddy's girl. And as I am daddy, and you are my girl, I am the one who must provide punishment.
I can see him doing that, trying to sex his wife up.
So that's an actual...
Green text, I know it is. I know it's one, but I'm saying I can see the meme being true.
I'm surprised that he's even married.
Then again, of course, those things get married.
I still love the fact that he's related. He's the cousin of Mara Wilson. That will always be the funniest thing.
Feeling tough.
And she hates that, the fact that they're related. Because he's like a lefty. Again, I'm still so fascinated that she appeared on, to see it's connected to the Nostalgia Critic and Chick. Which means, by 7 degrees of Kevin Bacon, Doug is connected to Ben Shapiro through one connection. His cousin.
Yeah.
Have you seen Matilda Wasp?
Have I seen what?
Matilda growing up.
It depends on the version. I saw the American version, which honestly I think is better than the English.
I didn't know they made an English movie. I know there's an English book by Roald Dahl.
Oh, say the book itself is English.
Yeah, I know, because Roald Dahl's English.
But the film
It's American.
first got made is American, but they made a new one that's English and very diverse.
Oh, the musical one. Yeah, I didn't see the musical.
Yeah.
No, I
It
love the
looks
original.
terrible.
Yeah,
The American one's better.
Well, Danny DeVito. And like they got a perfect actor to play the principal.
Say that's just the average woman around here.
Average British woman. Well, I like when Null was saying that Jim Sterling to be fair, Jim Sterling does look like the average British woman.
Say he does look like some of the teaching assistants I had at school.
Well, when you're fat, it makes you more androgynous. Case in point, some people think I'm a woman from behind because I'm sort of fat.
Duly noted.
I look at less now. I haven't got that in years now that I've lost more weight. I used to be fatter.
You know I would do anything to have you here among us, don't you, love? Oh, I just hope my blessings are enough.
Let's see.
Beautiful.
Other than all just trying to sabotage the dad's relationship with him. Oh god. She's like, you too can look like me on HRT. She laughs internally. You'll never look like me, you gremlin. You pig. So she's not the woman. She's the woman like trying to support. Like she's you know those memes the one like I am being pro Ryuji transitioning. She's like one of those women, but she does it just so they become cruel mockeries. Oh god, that would be a fun story.
Like those what was it? Those women that were on Pornhub with just shoving pickles down the trousers and pretending to be trans to get extra views.
Oh yeah, but no, but it would be like that. But she specifically, it would be more different because she's specifically making.
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah. This woman would be making people go trans so she can ruin them. It's like, yeah, sister, you're secretly a sister. Cuts it into destruction and she grifts off of them.
Well, good to see you, Charon, mate. Just minding my own business, taking in the sights, and hey, what's that you got? Some sort of wares for sale? And I'll just have a look around.
I can't afford any of this because I'm a broke bitch.
Hey, Nora, can I ban Poltergeist from shit?
Oh yeah, you can mute them for like an hour.
Yeah.
Can't even afford a burrito and some fries.
You're allowed one mute. Each mod is allowed one mute per night if they ask first.
Alright.
Well, there's one mute allowed per night. I don't do any permanent banning because that's gay. But it is funny to mute people.
Alright, 30 minutes. That sounds about right. Stream will be over by then, so must I go for 24 hours instead?
Don't pull Derek.
Yes, I know.
Because that's what he would.
I've learned.
I learned
my lesson.
Yeah. You learned your lesson what?
I learned my lesson from that one stream when I accidentally banned people.
I think so did that one by accident.
Yeah, it's frustrating because then I had people spurging out at me.
Well, you can't unban them. That's the problem.
Yeah, that annoyed me, but thankfully, able to solve some things. Oh, I tell you what, Poltergeist, I'll give you one more chance. Stop being fucking weird, and I won't time you out. As simple as that.
Break him down.
Well, I don't, yeah, like, as a poltergeist, like, I guess I'm relatively chill, but, like, your weird one-sided gay love story with Boss is kind of weird, not gonna lie.
Yeah, it's like, can you stop? Like, listen, man, I'm not gonna unban you from my chat. I banned you for a reason. It's like, get a fucking life.
I like about this. What I like about the shield is the fact that you don't even need to be accurate when you throw it, because it just hits the target anyway. But wait, don't do that. Yeah, boy. Oh, suit. Dun. I rewatched Corpse Bride recently. I watched it back to back. Was Nightmare Christmas a few like 2 days apart. Like I mean each day, and Corpse is definitely trying to be more of a comedy than Nightmare, but I do like both of them. There's something that's so fun about Corpse Bride. Even though they don't know a clue what date they're trying to go for. It's supposed to be the 1800s, but yet they have people dressed in early 1900s outfits. Also, they have like jazzy stuff that was like, I don't really care at the time. Yeah, there's no time period. I'm gonna say that it's a podunk town, in the middle of in England, so they don't have to be accurate to the current date. I hate the chamber. Aren't we all empty Zerk sets?
All dead inside. Wonder when the next meal will come.
I came up with a story idea, but I forgot what it was. I liked it a lot. It was but I was thinking it's hard to do it in the modern day because people will be like, "Oh, it's tranny coded." It was about a woman who would basically become ever things. How did I make it work?
Well, like shape-shifting.
Well, she wouldn't shape-shift. I think she had to dress. I think if I remember correctly, she would dress up like the people, and the more she dressed up like the people, the more she would become like them. I based off of acting. How back in the day yes, I based off of the idea back in the day, people would only believe your actors were channeling the different personalities and stuff. So basically, she would be the idea of like embodying a character.
Did you say this is a story that you're writing?
Yeah, I was coming up with one.
Right. If you weren't worried about people going, it's tranny, could have a trans character go up to find out and go, oh, that's so you're just like me, and have a killer.
Well, yeah, she is a killer because that's the entire point. She's an assassin, so she gets close to her target by basically embodying, almost like how sometimes you by embodying other people like from them near to them, so then she can disguise as them. I come up with way too many concepts for story. I'm an ideals man. I come up with concepts all the time, but I forget to write them down. Cause I can listen to a song and I'll give you a concept.
Part of it.
Yeah. It's the fact I need to sit down and actually flesh these concepts out. Like, I like the idea of my time travel concept, but I don't like time travel, so I'm like, hey, feel free, anybody who likes this concept, feel free to use it, because I'm not a fan of time travel stories. So if you like the concept, use it. This would be a concept about, a story about called Free Radicals. The code name would be like Free Radicals. This would be a self-correcting timeline, where the way to free yourself from the timeline, allow yourself to move more freely through it, is to basically unchain yourself from the timeline by becoming a free radical. The only way to do that is to stop yourself from existing. And since it's a self-correcting timeline, you will exist to stop yourself from existing, because you already stopped yourself from existing. So meaning, you can kill your family.
Legacy of Kane, Nora.
I never played Legacy of Kane. They go back in time and kill them. They go back in time and kill themselves.
One of them does.
Oh, cool. That's the kind of stuff.
He dies what? He dies as a human to himself. Then he dies as a vampire, and then he gets resurrected as like a wraith.
Yeah.
He dies like twice and gets resurrected 3 times.
I'm talking
Or
about
two
you,
times.
I'm talking about you going back in time and murdering yourself as a child, or going back in time and killing your grandparents to set yourself free make yourself free from the timeline and allow them to move throughout it.
Say, a lot of that is about getting out the cycle of fate in
Yeah,
Legacy of Kain.
Yeah, that's more of my style, is that kind of what Legacy of Kain's going for. If you want a pure timeline story where a character is able to, like, if you view time as a roll of film, a free radical is someone who can, put the film on the floor and walk and go to any point, walk around the room. And when you become a free radical is to travel back and find a way to erase your existence. And the more of your existence you erase, the more you're removed from the timeline. So going back in time and killing your grandparents will guarantee you don't exist, because of the fact that your parents will never exist. One of your parents will never exist. So the more you can affect the fact that the more you can destroy your existence, the more you can be free from the timeline and do whatever you want in it.
This color ought to suit the hole back there.
I like that we're doing a string decoration.
Acceptable before. So how did it go? How did you...
In that case, I'll spare you the details.
Fine. Your failure is quite easily imagined.
Did Carol have a new account?
How often it recurs?
What?
Almost
Did Carol have a new account? Her name looks slightly different.
No,
you win every single
she just
single
renamed
time.
herself.
Ah, many such cases.
But by all means,
Yeah, no, not another banning this time.
Well, that was because she lost her Google account when her laptop got stolen, I thought.
Yeah, well, then she was able to lock people out of that account.
Well, that's good.
I think she...
Next, it's not here. Chat is over.
We're starting to go... Yeah, chat, we're gonna start going through Nick's withdrawal.
Having a nice day. Even though you don't want to live here anymore, Your Highness.
So still we have to deal with the weird head.
No head. Oh god, getting no head from no head. No body, I mean.
Football.
What
If you kick her, does she bounce across the room? Does she bounce off the walls? Like,
I think she's very squishy, but she's elastic enough to retain the momentum when you throw her against the wall. That's my theory.
I'm rather late, but it don't matter how ye doing.
Sorgar. Sorgar.
Is that supposed to be like Moon Rune-ified versions of our names?
He might be really tired from his warehouse job.
there's your feud against my crusty elder brother
Okay.
Bradley. Good. Big Hades, here's
Man,
the
Poseidon looks like such a child rapist.
Well, it's apt for the Greek gods.
Yeah.
Hey kid, wanna come back in my van with candy? I know you're my nephew, but who cares? We're Greek.
Hey girl, how old are you? 14? Get in.
No, 14? Too old.
You say it's you say it's statutory. I say it's mandatory.
What was that? Was that asking in the Osmosis Jones? Was that an edit I saw? Cause I never watched it. I only watched the TV set as a kid.
That is indeed in the fucking Kid Rock song, Chill Daddy.
What was going on? Why did we let Kid Rock get away with this? Poseidon. Poseidon.
I don't know. But the music industry has always been very pedophilic, so.
Well, again, like I said, it's this weird thing that like pedophilia is like a thing that like Bill Burr made a joke about it being like a white culture thing, or at least he was saying that what's it called? Chris Hansen do some of these episodes on the projects, and like I think it's just the fact that a lot of the stuff goes on in the project and people just don't care. Like I said, that one stand-up comedian, she's like, when she was talking about, she was literally the people the Boondocks was making fun of when it comes to defending R. Kelly. And she was like defending R. Kelly, and she's like, I banged my uncle when I was 13. And I'm like, everyone was just laughing, all this kind of stuff. I'm like, wait a second, can we circle back to that? You did what with your what? When you were what? Like, we could like, I was like, and I was like, this just dumbfounded. Cause again, I watch a lot of stand-up comedy, so I'm just like, I've never seen someone confess to the fact that their uncle is a pedophile.
fucked up thing.
But again, before the rise of underage, like young consumption of pornography among kids, it was mainly predominantly black girls who were suffering from anal incontinence because of the fact that sex at such a young age is just common in like ghetto culture. And because these girls are too young, and especially too young for stuff like anal, they're having problems. And then now with the rise of stuff like the easy access on stuff like Twitch and OnlyFans and all that kind of stuff, kids are getting into it sooner and getting into more violent stuff, and then they're doing it in real life. So that's causing problems, such as vaginal tearing or, again, like anal incontinence. Or, not to mention, this is a good way to get ED pretty quickly and rapid sooner in life than not. If you're so used to vanilla stuff that you're already going to hardcore stuff. Sweet, we can never next for next.
We're gonna get some horrifying people, that's for sure.
Like I said, it's partly done by the school on purpose. People who are traumatized are more easily manipulated.
Sounds very like a biohazard.
Well, like I said, we learned that we know about the stuff for MK Ultra, especially sexual humiliation is a common tactic in torture and compliance. So by exposing kids to stuff that are not old enough to, is a form of sexual humiliation, almost.
Who doesn't love this stuff?
What an interesting discussion.
There's the reason why MK Ultra does this. Why MK Ultra did it, and the reason why they did it at Guantanamo Bay, because it does induce compliance.
No matter how much corn I watch, I always go back to the vanilla stuff. Why are you watching it in the first place? Yeah, I can't stop.
Say, porn is like fast food. You use it and you throw it away.
No, I mean, it's like fast food overconsumption will ruin your system.
I know,
the reason why so many people are getting ED at young ages.
But after a while, you start doing that, suffering that, you just stop using it after a while, and you build yourself up more. So, usually I try to have bursts and not do it and try and do something more masculine to build myself back up.
Well, exercise is always a good thing, but I don't know about
things.
Exercise is always a good thing, but I don't know how much what kind of exercise you can do with your snake of a spine. Can you free healthcare your way into getting surgery for that? I know some people have to have corrective surgery for their spine.
No. But also, we can't have get any kind of healthcare. It's the UK.
Well, yeah.
Our healthcare is for foreigners, not for us.
There's a British oh, sorry, go on.
We get to have all our money stolen from us so that we can pay for the NHS for foreigners to use it. It's not for us. Say, if you want a doctor's appointment, that'll take about half a year.
Well, it's kind of the same way in Canada, unless you want to kill yourself, then you can get that done instantly. You know, I wouldn't be surprised if Canada actually makes the suicide roller coaster. If Canada takes that suicide roller coaster and makes it real.
That would be.
So their healthcare is they can't support their own healthcare system, so they have to get rid of the people. So they're getting rid of the useless eaters, basically, or who they deem the useless eaters.
Communists.
So they realize that the healthcare system relies on people who are actually productive. So, and the people who are non-productive are the ones who are using it the most. That's why they started doing the suicide thing, because their systems are failing, and they don't want to admit it. That's like one of the few things Canada has over for bragging rights. Like, we have free healthcare. I'm like, well, how's your free healthcare going? You know, like Japan is a culture that promotes healthy living. Of course, Japan also has a high mental health problem, that's why their suicide rates are so high. Like when kids are killing themselves constantly, you know, you have a problem.
People having a good time? Well, sure then. In the name of Hades,
Oh, Dionysus.
Yeah, Dionysus looks like the type to force. Fucking
No. It's like that. It's like that song. I put something in her drink. She didn't know it. She started acting funny. She didn't know what. Which is also a song.
Yeah.
That guy got under heat for it, and he's like trying to defend it. And I'm like, no, I totally wasn't singing about date raping a chick.
It's not my fault. She's want to skirt that short.
I was like, oh, I don't. Like I said, I never been that big into pop music. And I'm like, as a teen, I'm like, what is going on with all these songs coming out? What's also hangover?
I'm gonna disappear and get in the shower. See you guys later.
Oh, good one.
See you.
Don't slip.
I won't. He's too English for that.
That must be one of those infernal trolls.
The English don't slip? Not the new one. I heard they don't take care of their teeth, but I never heard they don't slip.
Yeah. They can't slip. I remember one time there were these British vampires trying to get at me, so I put some oil down on the ground so they'd slip on it. They wouldn't slip, so.
That would be great enough sort of comedy.
This can unlock a weapon back at home.
Oh, the shrinking population problem in Japan comes about that there's not only is there no middle class, but let's be honest here, nobody there's happy.
You shall regret this.
There's a reason the suicide rate is so high.
Oh, come on. Yeah, there's a lot of reasons. Like I said, it's the same. Ah, Sue, come on. I'm dead. I'm a dead man. We're leaving. We're leaving. We're leaving.
Don't let them kill you.
Excuse me. Ah!
Oh, that's.
Oh, sweet.
Interrogator. We tried beating him, burning him, and even waterboarding him. Yeah, nothing is working. Random secretary woman. Can I suck his cock? Interrogator. You might be onto something, Annie.
What does that context do? Sorgu?
True. The torture thing.
Oh yeah, that's true. Well, the problem is torture is great for compliance, but bad for information. Because people will say anything to get anything.
That's why I say sexual torture is the best. Because you can use somebody's body against them to make them distrust themselves so much that they eventually just break and tell you the information you need.
Well, I was saying that's why Gautama Bay uses sexual humiliation. Because it destroys people's self-worth. The reason why some people, if you don't have no self-worth, what's the point of keeping secrets?
Yeah. So listen, don't ask me why I'm making you wear heels.
Oh, sorry, go on.
Like, don't ask me why I'm making you wear heels and a maid outfit and walking around.
The Arab terrorist. You will tell me where Osama bin Laden is hiding. One way or another.
You better.
No, put the cat tail on.
Yeah.
You're lucky this is not. This is the smooth cat tail attachment, not the spiked one. I don't know any Muslim. I don't know any Arabic names outside of Muhammad, so I can't make a joke about like you don't want to end up like Ahmed.
Yeah, you don't want to end up like Al-Khamairi. Fucking, I don't know Arabic names either. You're just making them up with your noise, like your throat.
You don't have to count. Dude's never been the same after we give him the spiked cattail.
Yeah, and we all know what happened to them once the peanut butter and dogs came into the equation.
But yeah, no, we're talking about sexual humiliation, self-worth, there's a point to the story, but I forgot.
Oh, yeah, well, I got a funny story. Okay, so how much do you think it would break someone if we just covered them in peanut butter and have them get gang raped by, like, extremely aggressive and violent dogs?
Extremely. It's the reason why all these prostitutes go to Saudi Arabia and then quit. Because of the horrible thing they have them do.
Yeah.
Like, the amount of them who confess to, like, yes, they have slept with children, they have slept with, like, teenagers, or even close to children, at these things, because their fathers want them to lose their virginities. So they, like, sleep with 14-year-olds. Or they sleep with let dogs run a train on them. Or the scat. They're into scat for some reason, the Arabs. not the Saudi prince. Saudis are.
They would probably die, to be honest. Depends on how vicious they weren't. I don't know. I'm just spitballing ideas for like my fucking stories while doing this at the same time. It's hilarious.
What were they coming up with? That was pretty messed up, and I was thinking, like, maybe not do that. What was it? Can't remember. Cause I have cool things, like I have my thing called one of the things one kind of armor I came up with is called the corkscrew armor, which would be a piece of armor that just like corkscrews will grind into you. And like I said, the person who comes into it becomes like when the armor work's done, the guy has a complete mass of just like flats coming out of it. Because the soul was basically piloting it for the longest time. I died.
No.
Can't get used to that.
I got the soundtrack to Rocky Horror Picture Show stuck in my head. I'm not giving you nectar.
Oh, please give me that.
Give me your nectar.
Christ almighty.
Yeah, Hypnos is giving me like
But you're right.
bottom energy.
I guess I'll
Yeah,
Like old man who
like-
old bottom who seeks young men.
Yeah, like power bottom energy. What the fuck are we even talking? But why?
Well, I knew a gay man in real life like this, and I speculated that he was into like. Well, I knew he was into young guys.
everything under
You
control.
know,
Like-
many such cases. I think this fits.
Forget something again.
Not into me. He was specifically into yeah, like I said, not into me, thankfully, but he was into 20-year-olds.
Is unnecessary, child. You know I have no expectation of such gifts from you or anyone.
I think of you always, Liz.
Fucking cold.
And I'm grateful for it.
Xerxes is trying to get. I don't think Xerxes even wants any. Like I said, it's like we were talking about. Xerxes doesn't even want anything. He just wants to be nice to her because she's the one person who she's generally nice to him. Like he's so down bad. Just for not for a woman, not for like a mistress, but for a mother.
Before you go, my child, your father's mood is rather difficult right now. Perhaps just leave him be.
Joke's on you, Nick. I was gonna ignore him tonight.
There isn't much for us to talk about.
Ooh, my power brick's warm. I'm gonna make sure it's still plugged in. Last thing I need is the stream going out because last thing I need is the stream going out because my laptop wasn't plugged in. I missed sentence and they're like, oh god, what the thing in the woods did the thing in the woods track Nora down?
How dare you? You stopped my meal from being eaten. Now I should eat you instead.
Let's see how this looks again.
You use your limited authority for that.
Nah, I could go for a hot apple pie.
What? Oh, I need to make an apple pie again.
Fucking apple pie of hot, nice melting ice cream on top. Fucking coffee. Jesus. I'm wanting warm shit again. It's freezing now.
Well, yeah. Do you have a Sam's near you?
Yeah.
Okay, what's
I
in
think
there?
so.
If you do, you can always they have some good apple. You can just buy an apple pie from them and throw it in the oven.
Sounds great.
Here you go. Limited list of minor prophecies. That sounds somewhat exciting, I suppose.
You requisition that useless bit of parchment.
You know, screw you. I'm gonna talk to you now.
Darkness, but this place is falling apart. Nobody works an honest day down here.
Alright, Hades, what's your thoughts on,
Everybody's dead.
Oh shit, Hades is like super anti-immigration. Like he's not even like pro-legal immigration at this point. It's like the paperwork is too much.
Freedom of honest work.
Yeah, I'd be tired of it too.
Infernal watchdog Cerberus regards the underworld prince with mixed emotions.
This reminds me of a furry because of the red color scheme. Reminds me of the beast that the Mother Harlot rides.
You watch over
Yeah.
You gotta do some sort of while he did. What's Suno? What do you mean by Suno?
It's that AI thing that makes music.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. I use one of them to. I use one of the Wally songs for one of my videos.
Your father, he's pretty steamed right now about something, so maybe you could stay away from him, or...
Hades really is Hell's middle manager, yep.
Yeah.
Just
Of
like
course.
all middle managers, he's not sociopathic enough to actually enjoy the position.
Just doing my job.
You know what? I felt like I said, if my sister was 5 years older and we lived in a different city, a different state, the amount of money she could have made just by being a token hire for like Fortune 500 companies and just sit around all day eating cheese.
Yeah.
She could have made a killing and invested it smartly. But then kids like she's not an idiot like those women who are like, I lost my job from a Fortune 500 company after I bought, like one of those tech companies, after I bought just done signing a lease for a $5,000 a month apartment.
God damn.
And then she, instead of getting another job or canceling her lease to find a smaller apartment that's more affordable, she decided to see if she could become an influencer in 100 days.
Oh dear.
Who needs like $5,000 is more money than I have in my bank account right now. And the fact that like why are some people just so bad with money? Like it's not girl math. You're just retarded.
Yeah.
I'll do my best.
Ooh.
That must be the
Cause like, let's say you kept that job and you're able to afford a $5,000 a month mansion, an apartment. Why not go? Heck, why not go for a $2,500 one and put that $5,000 to the other half away and start looking at investments?
fated list of minor prophecies.
Yeah.
Night protect me.
What's the one in the bed if it can't rest? I want a bearskin rug.
It's never bedtime here.
Like a bears.
Well, I like animal skins. Oh wait, I need 2 more. So I got 2 more. I have a suit. I need to get 2 more keys and keep them this time. No, 4 more keys. I sold them for gems. For uncut gems.
Cries of battle.
Little known fact of Jerks, he's part Jewish. His father was secretly Adam Sandler.
Show up, I guess. In the name of Hades, Olympus, I accept this.
I need to watch Uncut Gems. I heard it's good. Drunk Pun's Love was great. I watched on a vacation last year. Oh, Ares.
Yeah.
Ares.
yeah,
His Ares' Aryan self is trying to claw his way through.
You come on out of there and tell me all about it. A fellow student of death, you see.
Worst one I got today had literally no music. It was just some random AI that sounded like a black woman politician giving a speech, but it was just Linkara's Power Rangers rant. Jesus.
That's funny. No, I agree. What John or Juan? It is about it's part of their collecting. Yeah. There's a need to collect. Both men and women like to collect things. Don't get me wrong. So like men also collect things, but women are inherently gathered by nature. So because of that, it builds more into them. But also, because women are meant to more function in society than men, because of the fact that they deal with society more because when it comes to the smaller village dynamics. So because of that, it becomes instead of functioning in society, it becomes becoming considered good society for the people. So they need to have the fancy things because they're good society. Because they equate goodness to being decadence, and they equate goodness, their new ideal goodness, to functioning. It's a daisy chain of false dichotomies. And I forget the word when you think X and Y are connected, even though they're completely different things. We will put that in this room. I think I naturally like the parts of the roguelike genre because of games I grew up with, like the last games I grew up with, that were roguelikes. kind of inferior roguelike, like the digging games I would play, where you would dig down into the earth to find gemstones or minerals, and then you would use that to buy better drills and better protection for your drills. Copper.
Let's make some waves.
This will be useful. So, chat, what's your favorite musical that's not animated? This is a hard question for me.
I'm a big fan of Hairspray.
You know, I haven't seen that one yet. I should.
Like John Waters.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I feel like John Waters is the kind of person who has a weirdness that I would vibe. I would not, even if I don't completely agree with, you know, I'm fascinated by, even if I don't completely vibe with it. Oh, good night, June.
Good night. Jujubee.
We used to, my grandma was really big into Jujubee, so we used to get, because she loved hard candy. Like, she would put Snickers in the freezer, so they get harder.
Jesus.
And she was always like, so she would periodically chip her fake teeth. And be like, well, gotta fix these. I don't know why they keep chipping. Like, well, you put your Snickers in the freezer. Like Snickers, peanut butter cups, all that kind of stuff. But no, my grandma grew up so backwater that her younger brother didn't know what didn't know what an ice cream cone was and thought it was skin of the ice cream.
Show me, Kevin. What?
Yeah, he thought it was like a some kind of like skin. So when he was given an ice cream cone with ice cream, he ate the ice cream but gave back the cone to the person. And the guy was like, "Don't you want the cone?" Like, I don't want the skin. Let's see.
What do I get?
Let's go to Aries. Seems we can try this good. You know, we're being more aggressive, boys.
Yeah, fuck them. Fuck them hard. Make them scream.
There are 206 bones in the human body. But I'm just gonna give you one.
I wish I was breaking all those other ones once I give you one of mine.
Mine will break yours.
Oh, speaking of breaking bones, you ever hear about the Borborough bone breaker?
No, is that similar to the femur snapper?
It was some crazy guy from Wisconsin, that would abduct people from their houses, and he'd take them back to his place, and he would break their fucking their bones, especially their legs. He called it the leg thing.
Oof.
And was very fond of that one.
Was it keeping them from leading? Was it done to keep them from running away, or was it specifically to keep them from leaving him, like psychologically?
No, it was just because it was entertaining too.
Oh, yeah, so the pure psychopathic.
So one time he abducted this kid from his home while he was sleeping. Just broke into the house boldly, in fact. Walked to the living room, lifted him off the couch, and walked out with him and took him to his house.
Dear Lord.
And,
was the house unlocked, or did he just did he unlock the house somehow?
He broke in somehow. But when he took the kid back to his place, he beat the shit out of the kid after he annoyed him. Or something arbitrary. Threw him, and then broke his ankle. And would twist it around constantly, completely breaking it to where it would just spin like 360 degrees.
Oof. Oof.
And then he broke the rest of it by putting all of his weight on it and breaking it, backwards towards his body. And he pretty much fucked up both his legs to the point where they're almost rotting.
How long do you have the kid?
few weeks, maybe a month.
Oh, dear lord.
Yeah. And the funny part is that the kid, in order to escape, through the excruciating agony, made it worse by throwing himself down the stairs to get to the phone in the kitchen.
What a trooper.
And called. Yeah. And he still ended up being able to walk, so he's pretty fucking lucky.
Yeah, like I said, it's horrible. Like, he went for hell, but he survived. Yeah, good for him. It's always tragic, when they get so. It's always tragic when they get so close and then they die. Like I said, I was thinking about that. I always thought about. Like I said, I was always a disturbed child. I always thought about that. I would creep my mom out because I would talk about stuff she did not want to think about. I'm like, you ever? One time we were driving, like, do you ever wonder how many people are trapped in basements? Houses you drive past? It's like, I don't want to think. She's like, I don't want to think about that. She's like, I can't think about that kind of stuff, or it'll drive me too crazy. Because she understands her boundaries. Like,
I'll link a good video.
Over there.
Say again.
I'll link a good video that talks about it if you want it in the less half asleep form that I told it in.
The gods want me to pick a favorite.
I'm making Ares. I'm sorry.
Sorry, Ares, but like you're not based like me.
I picked Ares over Poseidon.
Oh, cool. You know what? Yeah, that's probably for the best.
They're now fighting over me. They're fighting over who gets the ace or gives me the HRT. Who I call Discord Daddy. They're fighting over a kitten. There's a tin.
I'm sorry, Uncle. Looks like I angered him.
Oh, it's mine. I do that now. Never mind. I was trying to avoid those things because I thought, ooh, those are bad. Those are no bueno. I know that. Oh. Heck yeah, revive.
That bitch trying to kill him with how much salt she puts on that fucking food. Jesus.
Ew, wait, what?
Okay, so I'm in Lolly's server right now, and I'm in the food pick section. And I went back a bit, and there's this chick who makes some of the saltiest shit I've seen. Like, this dude's working 15-hour shifts and coming
Wait,
up
I heard
with
about
his
this.
fucking wife.
Is it are you talking about a red text or a one of the lots of guys? I heard about a story about a girl woman who just dumped salt in her husband's meal. Like, is he trying to kill him?
I don't know. I wouldn't be surprised. Some women are just batshit crazy like that, but I think she's just really bad at cooking.
Like, okay.
Let me forward one of these to you.
Yeah, do that for me.
It is generally unsettling.
You're at me with. I don't think you can forward it because it's too private Discord. So at me with it inside food pics. I'm right here now. It is the white lady at the very bottom. Oh, I hate these trends where they put the food on the table. It's so gross.
Yeah.
Like, is the TikTok notoriety worth it being considered like a dumb bitch online? Like, are really making fun of you? No, not the garlic bread.
No.
I do think it is. I do think it is a fetish that people are getting off to. You might add. You might.
It is funny to think that people find bad cooking as a great sexual fetish.
Maybe, I think it's also I could call her a dumb bitch, but I feel like they get off to like the bimbo-ness of it.
Yeah. It's like weird bimbofication shit.
It's like, like this weird thing, like, oh, they're not retarded, but they're just an idiot. You mind adding it? So just reply to it and at Nora, so I can find it, the salty one.
Let me see.
I can go for some flan. Yeah, Poseidon was mad that it's taking throne from him. No, stalker Ares, that's my child to groom. Go back to your basement, stalker Ares. Why are you pan frying those? Let's go in the oven.
Yeah, it gets better.
See, we had a rule in our house. We didn't. So my mom barely salted the cooking originally because she had like restless legs. So because of that, the salt wouldn't bother her legs. But we had a thing where my mom didn't like using too much salt because she knew too much salt was bad for you. So I'm used to not putting salt on my food after it's cooked. But I'm now used to an adult that's like nicely salted food, like well seasoned food. As an adult, so like seeing all this salt, I was like, that's all you're gonna taste. So what's the brown stuff? Is that Granny's asses? Oh, it's coming off. This is a crime.
It really is. This woman should be
Ugh.
tried for attempted murder by making this shit.
And
This is that bad.
then she froze on horse semen. And the blood of our enemies.
Ah, fuck.
And more salt.
And the used tampons.
Yeah, I think she wants her husband dying. I don't think she likes him.
Yeah. Nothing like sea salt, yeah. Especially
There's nothing
sea
like
salt chocolate. That's nothing like that.
Ah, there we go. Next round.
There's no salt like sea salt drenching my French fries.
Oh, I thought you were gonna go into a reenactment of no cock like horse cock, but with sea salt. There's no salt like sea salt. Send your kidneys in the sock.
You know what? Yeah, we can just retroactively change it to that.
Cheers. Achilles on break, I guess.
Please be here. Please be here. Please be here. Please. No! Shot us over. We need to kill ourselves so he respawns.
I need my Nixosi now. I need the Nick snacks.
Keep it down.
See, we got more plans. How many gems I got? I got no gems. I got no gems.
Fucking boys are getting them.
Chat is over.
It's over, chat. We need to all commit mass suicide right now. Alright, I already have this Kool-Aid that's been laced, chat. Drink up.
At least you can afford Kool-Aid, unlike them who only have Flavor Aid.
Yeah. See, I let people die...
Respectfully.
Well, like, yeah, respectfully and with glamour. Kool-Aid, alright. Flavor Aid, that's poor people. Yeah.
Now, if you wanted to make people die flaccid, you would do Prime.
Yeah, true.
Oh god, they all drink the Prime and they're like, after investigation, we didn't find any poison. Prime did that to them.
Yeah.
You see, these people had taste and their body rejected it, but because they held their mouths closed, they died. I'm fast. I'm such a fast boy. I'm a fast little boy.
Yeah, I'm so fast. I can't wait for that little boy to get faster, if you know what I mean.
Yeah,
hypnosis. That's totally necessary to know.
Oh, for the Hypno joke, because Hypno's like, I need a young stallion in my life again.
For fuck's sake. Oh, now we're getting to the bestiality and pedophilia part again, chat.
When I said stallion, I was using the referring, because I think all guys stallions. Not I got Hypnos with Hypnos Mr. Hands.
I could see it. Shit, I could see Endymion fucking the cheap.
How old is Xerxes? I always thought he was like 17 to 19. But he's pulling a Chibi Elsa, so I assume he's way older than he actually physically appears. Because Chibi Elsa.
Oh, her? She's like...
She's 300 years old, but she's permanently a child. She's permanently a 3-year-old, I think? 3 or 4.
Well, let me see. Okay, if I can remember correctly... she's immortal, just like everyone else.
Chibi Elsa, Sarah Usagi made her permanently a child, because Usagi's a terrible mother.
Yes, terrible.
She pulled an Ember Teresa before Ember Teresa.
Yeah. I'm not sure but I like to imagine that was undone somewhat.
Hopefully.
Or going back to the
yeah, hopefully, like, Pluto is like, bro, this is wrong. Stop it.
But Pluto just walks in, fucking hits her over the head with the staff. He's like, "Come with me, child. We shall fix things."
I'm taking you. No, I am CPS. Child Pluto services.
Now I think about it, how fucking bitch made is Mamoru if he lets that happen?
He is.
Like,
He
he's
is.
a
He's
fucking
always been that
genius.
way.
Yeah,
He
that
comes
is
in
true.
from. He comes in, gives her a rose, and leaves. He too much of a cuck to be. He's too much of a beta bit stuff. He does to anything himself. So me and Marcy are having a lot of fun right now. When we watch TV, we just constantly call characters soy beta cucks. So we're also like Batman's yelling at the villain like, "You see, Two-Face, you are a soy beta cuck, or I am the Giga Chad."
Oh fuck! Okay. I know what I'm doing whenever I review Sailor Moon. I'm just gonna use the most deranged sounding slang imaginable for it.
Anyone there?
Yeah, this complete brain rot. Absolute.
Yeah. And the funny thing, that'll be the only review that has it. Everyone else will be normal except that one.
Like, why did he call? No, like, why did he bring up like beta males or like new women? No women, what are they called?
New males and
new males. Why did he specifically bring up crime statistics of Cantonese people? I didn't even know people were racist toward Cantonese.
I like the review a lot. I like the idea behind it, but I always found it kind of weird how he immediately spent like 15 minutes of the review going on a long tirade about how the breakup arc is unnecessary and only exists to placate the producers who hate the status quo because they're producers who just want the status quo constantly so they could keep selling toys to little girls.
Yeah, what's up?
Hey there, Pressy.
Welcome.
The next Pressy.
Yeah, but rewatching Sailor Moon with my sister, there's a lot of things I have to say about it.
I like the two brother and sister alien in the dub. I remember liking their little arc real quick when it comes to their villains. Kind of found they're interesting looking villains. The Snow Queen had a cool design, but for the movie,
I got a lot of negative things to say.
Oh yeah, there's a lot of negative things to say.
Yeah, I can say.
Oh no, that's what I should have brought up. In your review, you didn't bring up lesbian abuse statistics. You have that censoring them the entire time.
Yeah, and also I bring up pedophile statistics, which is.
Well, you had Prince Diamond, who's after Sailor Moon, and Diamond's like a 19-year-old, I think.
Yeah.
Then you got, of course, she also becoming Black Lady, and then she makes out with her father against as well.
Yeah, that was funny. I thought that was really funny. They make my brows, raise at all. Totally did. The other thing I get, I found myself hating anime more and more.
I hate tropey. I hate a lot of tropey stuff. So because I mainly consume anime, I find a lot of tropes in anime annoying. Like if I watch a lot of reality shows, I would find that annoying too, or Western shows. So there's great anime still coming out to this day. I thought Look Back was amazing. It was a very simple story, done really well. And I like that thing. There was very low stake, but well done. But a lot of media is made for the common denominator and what sells. And what sells is tropes. A lot of people don't like original things. So that's why we're in the drought of isekai for so many years. Was the fact that specifically Japanese people wanted escapism. So that's why it was made. So I understand it was just not for me. So that's why I don't watch most isekais, because they're not made for me. They're made for the Japanese businessmen trying to kill themselves.
Yeah.
Or the teenage boys who are trying to find their place in a society that's already too rigid to find your place in. It's not finding your place, it's finding a place for you. That's two different things. American society is very much finding your place, whereas Japan is finding a place for you. Where in isekai, the characters find their own place. Which is very appealing to society like that. That's why stuff that's very structured based, like military stuff, is more popular in America, because that's all about a place being found for you. Because in America, you're expected to find your own place, and that can cause great anxiety when you don't know what to do. So having your place found for you is great. It's considered nice. Media is very much a reflection of the culture it comes from, and that's what's fascinating about media.
So, how is the merciful Hades?
I'm enjoying it a lot. Nice art style. Nyx is hot. Haven't found Xerxes' ex-girlfriend yet. And like I said, I naturally like roguelike, because I like that progression getting stronger. It's the same thing. It's that same thing I like in JRPGs or any RPGs where that level up.
I hate, like, well, what's it called? Binding of Isaac, this game.
Roguelikes.
Itself.
Roguelikes.
Because sometimes a run can just absolutely be fucked through no fault of your own, and it drives me kinda insane.
That's life. Well, it's used to be used to that. That's your life. Well, I understand why you want to break. See, that's my life too, but I'm used to this. I take the slings and arrows. And I listen to my song. When I'm done, I just listen to my music in my bed. Okay, chat. If you're in fact still in chat, what albums you guys lately been listening to?
Yeah, chat. Talk about music right now. We gotta talk about music before I fucking fall asleep.
I'm surprised you're not asleep yet.
Well, I don't have to get up early for work anymore.
Let's see. Oh, DOS. I cannot wait to get that. I cannot wait to cast out my vacation pay. I still got about a week left. This is the first time
I remember to get back into San Andreas and just turn on the fucking riot cheat and the bizarre weather cheat, as well as the everyone gets a rocket launcher cheat, and see what happens.
What about the fast tracker puzzle? Yeah. I don't use bull charge, typically, so. Let's get the pomegranate. I don't know what the pomegranate does, but let's go there. Power up. The pomegranate power off. I understand why Persephone ate the pomegranate. How many CC did. I love pomegranate so much. Hey, my ex-girlfriend.
Oh, great.
Not one step further.
Come on, Meg. Haven't we had more than enough of each other by now? Besides, don't you have someplace else to be?
Stress my body. Everything stresses.
You gotta stretch your funny little body.
Yes, my very, very funny body.
Yeah, I'm gonna check out the cheats of Chinatown War, see if there's like, see how the hurricane goes.
Alright.
I'll be back.
I hope it works out.
Chat, be patient. Nora's breaking apart in real time.
I'm falling apart. I'm close to rotting after all.
Yeah.
It's garbage. I look at my hand and it's decayed and it's garbage. But that's the beauty in it. I forget to write to the quote. It's the intro to one of my songs. It's the intro to one of my favorite Red City Radio songs, "Love a Liar." Love a Liar.
Okay.
Let me check something real quick. Someone send me something.
Yeah. Nora, fucking you missed some funny shit earlier when I was streaming and general talking.
Yeah.
I was playing GTA San Andreas, and originally I was just gonna go through the story, but then I got bored of that real quick, and started fucking around with the game with like cheat codes. Some of the shit we saw there was just that's the kind of things you can't unsee.
Wait, sorry, repeat yourself. I'm so sorry.
I'll just give you a nice visual aid as a reference to what it was like.
Alright, chat, we're waiting for boss's visuals. We're waiting for his aid to push up on screen.
Oh, Discord takes too long to load shit.
Alright.
I love the flying car cheat. Yeah, that one's fucking hilarious.
So what do you like?
I love putting that.
Do you ever play San Andreas? Not San Andreas, Saints Row?
Yeah.
What about you, Ren?
It's just,
Sleepy boy.
he's busy trying to not get tested for something.
He's trying to avoid his autism test?
No, he's trying to avoid the STD test.
Oh. Oh, someone play, I got it from Agnes. Stack. Tom Lee, I think his last name is. The guy who did all the songs, the guy who was the main song composer for Sesame Street back in the day, did a lot of really funny adult songs in the 50s. Because he was naturally he was a comedy writer. He was a comedy songwriter. So like one of my favorite songs he did is I Got It From Agnes, was about an STD going around. Or Poisoning Pigeons in the Park is a fun song. One boss of like is a Masochism Tango.
Alright, 4 stars.
Yeah, Schroger, I definitely think the first one, presentation-wise, is the best. Gameplay-wise, I'd say 2's better. They both look like shit, though, and are aging worse and worse. But as I'd rather play them than whatever the fuck came afterwards.
What about the modern one? Oh, the series that's known for being offensive. Let's make it not offensive.
Yeah, and let's completely strip it of its identity of being, gangster shit. You could have had a thug in Renaissance with that game.
God, I've been Vlad the Impaler. Xerxes' ass will never recover from this. Will never do what the word adult diaper throughout his life.
If I become less annoying, can I join in? Oh, I'm in the stream. I'm not sure how much longer it's gonna go on for.
Oh, it's not going on that long. We've been going on for 3 hours.
Have you tried not standing there
Yeah.
when the spikes come out?
I'm really enjoying this game. I'm gonna play some more off screen. I might even play some more on stream one of these days.
I might try out the YouTube streaming thing.
Yeah, so if you need some more advice, I'll give it to you. You were kind of dead when I was telling you earlier about stuff.
Just another job from the house contract in
Yeah, we can hang out in the private chat, or just directly call each other, and you can share your screen. I can walk you through the setup.
Well, that's the spirit, I suppose.
Come on!
If there's one
Okay.
thing I know, it's that the three fates always get their
You
way.
officer. Fuck you, officer. I get away with it.
Then perhaps
I wouldn't mind that.
I know, I mean, for future streams, yeah, sure, if you work on yourself, we'll let you in more often.
It's the fact that there's a flow to life, and for some reason you constantly try to walk across that river, try to walk upstream that river.
it's better than nothing.
You keep trying to cross the cold stream.
You know, some of them efforts are trying to skate ice skate uphill. Blade warned us about these people. That's another thing I agree with. But people don't. The rules are so inconsistent when it comes to what you're allowed to reference and what you're not allowed to reference anymore. Because people loved when Deadpool referenced a bunch of things, but God forbid Alien and Romulus have plasma rifles, and I'm like, I don't get it. Like, it's an okay horror film. Like, it's not the best horror film I've seen. It's not the worst horror film I've seen. I think it's a good solid 7. was,
I think the problem.
and
is
my
that
rating of 7
people-
and my rating of 7 is really good, because I think a 5 is an
I
average
think-
film, and
I
most
think
movies
the
are 5s.
problem is- I think the problem is that most people have a very bad stereotype of what they think a reference should be. So they think like, okay, references that should just be for like funny haha shit. So of course Deadpool can do it.
Yeah.
But what? The serious movie is referencing something else? How
Yeah.
dare it?
Yeah.
That doesn't fit my stereotyping.
So for me, the plot, them quoting, taking iconic quotes and trying to repurpose directly reuse them, I think is kind of shallow. Now, then again, I have no problem when Star Wars does it, because all 6 Star Wars films have a character say have a bad feeling or no. Those are the motifs. He started in the first film, so he wanted to. That's why each film has someone doing that. So that I don't care about, but I think the problem with the fact I don't think it's structured well. So good in the movie, I would have loved it if I wouldn't have loved it, but I would have liked it better if Andy said "get away from her" when he saw the xenomorph during the elevator scene, and then I cannot remember her name, but the woman, if she yelled "die you bits," so they could, they took the line and they split it between the two. I think that would be cool, since it's about the relationship of siblings, so they each got half the line. It would be fun. Cause I like the way she kills the new breed. Basically sandpapering it to death.
Yeah.
They all still think I'm headed to join them on Olympus. That's why they're helping me.
It's so weird in this game. Just like you take out all of the cops, and then you actually like get away, and more cops don't actually spawn. It's weird.
It's getting complicated pretty fast.
I'm sorry, Nix, I failed you. I don't have anything to give you.
Next, please. Could I have more graham crackers?
That's fun if you. Hey, why don't I dash into it next? Nothing. She's a pillar of this community. Did he kill Cerberus?
No, sir. Oh man, they'd be dead. Must be falling on hard times.
Oh god, he turned into dinner or breakfast.
That's alright, Father. I'm not feeling very hungry at the moment.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
I didn't know this game was set in China, but secretly.
Yeah.
Let's see, I can give her Wormer Nectar. More becomes those Hades.
Oh.
I think that's a good place to stop. We've been streaming for 3 hours.
Yeah.
So, I got some music to play, so we're gonna say 5 minutes to go. Oh, sweet. A lot of time. Maybe I need to go rest, and now I'll save my progress.
You know, dedicated save buttons are nice, gamers.
Okay, it saves every time you transition to a new room. That's how it does it.
Alright.
So yeah, I really enjoyed this game. Really fun. We'll play more of it, and definitely we'll play the sequel if it goes on when it goes on sale.
It gets the Big Nora certificate of good. And it has a bear on it.
It has a bear.
Let's see. Quit.
It's got the game controller.
Yeah. Let me say goodnight. Say goodnight.
Oh.
Good night, chat.
Good night. Sorry, I didn't really talk much.
Little you came in last minute. Good night.
It's all the same old town with a different name. That's fine by me. There's only one place that I wanna be. 795, windows down and music on the stereo. I'm driving and I'm dreaming. There's no place I'd rather go. Staring at white lines on the side of the road.
sun. Saturday Night 5, windows down and music on the stereo. I'm driving and I'm dreaming. There's no place I'd rather go. Play it every night with the occasional fight. Sorry for the things I've done. What it did to you is up there, number one. So sweaty of palm and tongue tied tight. Sit here and talk late into the night. Yesteryear still rings in my ear like buttons and pins. This mess we're in dissolves in time. Yesteryear still rings in my ear like buttons and pins. This mess we're in dissolves in time. I know this time is quite different from when we first met. Years haven't been kind, worn down by regret. Take home, there's still enough of what made this young man laugh. All that once was is not quite
still rings in my ear like buttons and pens. This mess wherein dissolves in time. Yesteryear still rings in my ear like buttons and pens. This mess where